Whoa. Oh shit. Hello. Thank you for 6 months. Holy shit. Thank you. Hello, hello. Let me set up my stuff. Mm. Mm. Let's see. Did I ever add back chat to this scene? I don't think I did. I need to remember to do that next time. Oh, I need to. Hello, hello. I need to reply at. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I need to move my phone right here. There we go. Okay. $30, $29, $28, $27, $26, $25, $24, $23, $22, $21, $20, $19, $18, $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. Wow. Okay, let me close this and then what? Okay, there we go. Hello bot, hello chat. It is almost been a week, but not quite a week yet, right? It's only been like 5 or 6 days since my last stream, right? That's not a record, so but hello. Sorry for the break. I feel like every time I do a collab, every hour of collab is like a day of recovery because I am very not social at all. But it was a very fun stream. I enjoyed it. But socializing is draining. I think I slept like 12 hours a day. But hello, hello. Uh, big news, kind of. I have a my third week sponsorship with Minecraft that I'll be doing maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. Because I think tomorrow I want to do like a drawing stream, maybe. Because in July is next month, right? I want to do some art fight streams for that. So I, I maybe tomorrow I will draw my Vtuber model and like a kind of alternate version of my model for art fight. Maybe. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Or Vegan's horse challenge thing. I really don't want to draw horses, but like I do want to continue trying to draw the monthly challenge because I want to get back to into art. Hopefully art fight does not burn me out. It probably will, but like hopefully, in a month it burns me out and not instantly. But today we will be reacting to I forget how many videos I have queued up. I think it's greater than 5. I think. I was gonna do this the day after my Fierce Fathom stream, but that didn't happen. So, uh, yeah, we'll be doing some reacts tonight. Uh, maybe depending on how long and how tired I am when I finish these, I might do casual geographic too, maybe, because I still have a lot of those to cover. But for June, I've been wanting to focus on reacts, and then next month maybe I'll focus on art. Maybe. Sound good? Thumbs up. I don't know how to do thumbs up in a way my camera registers, but this is me giving a thumbs up, okay? But let's see where we start off at. I think it's weird foods, I think. Huh. Yeah. I recorded 3 other videos earlier today that I need to edit, and then hopefully those ones do well, cause uh, hopefully they do well. Yo, holy shit, 20 days. Let's go. That's like 3 weeks, right? 10, 9, 8, 7. Is 20 days or 21 days 3 weeks? I'm bad at math. No, it's 14 plus 7. 21, I think. Okay. But hello. Just in time for me to start. Let me take a drink first. I have been yeah, let's go. Okay. I can do math. That's huge for me. That's huge. Let me move. Not that chat. Right here. Just above my huge head. There we go. Let's go. But what was I gonna say? I forgot. God damn it. Yeah, I have genuinely no clue what I was about to say. Maybe I'll remember eventually. But okay, let me do my recording intro, and fingers crossed that it takes only one try. Fingers crossed. The internet's worst food hacks. Okay. Oh, I should remove my keyboard. Oh, my water. I have been absolutely addicted to like this one water flavor because it has caffeine, and I have not ever had like caffeine this much. So I'm I think it's like 80 milligrams of caffeine per pouch, and I've never really drank caffeine that much. So it's not coffee. It's what coffee has in it that gives you the energy, which is caffeine, I think, right? So, but it has like 80 milligrams of caffeine in it. I think it's like this um energy flavor water. It tastes really good, and also might be uh make me super tired whenever I don't have it. So yeah, but it's delicious. Not saying a brand because I'm not sponsored. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. Wow. It has been a minute since I've watched a Papa Meats video on the channel. So enough postponing, procrastinating, I don't know. Let's get into the intro. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today I'm watching a video by Papa Meat, the internet's worst food hacks. I have never tried any food hack from the internet, but I do probably enjoy some weird food combos. And no, it's not ham and pineapple. That's boring and lame. It's very good, but it's not controversial. I don't know if this is weird, but I like bagels and cream cheese with barbecue sauce. It goes so good together. You got sweet and tangy and yummy cream. It's very good. I also like tortilla burrito things with prosciutto, cinnamon, sugar, butter, and like Parmesan cheese, I think. So those are my two maybe kind of sort of weird food combinations. So let's get into the video and see if there's almost certainly something worse than those. But let's see what those things are and get into the video.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel.
Welcome.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Today we're going to be talking about food hacks. When it comes to getting a little more bang for your buck at a restaurant, you'll hear a whole lot of relatively innocent methods, like ordering from kids' menus, adding homemade guac to your Chipotle, or taking advantage of fast food mobile app coupons, right?
I wish I could bother to do that, because I get fast food maybe every now and then, so I probably would save a little bit, but I just can't be bothered to get another app on my phone.
Pretty harmless shit. These methods are fine if you're trying to keep it safe and legal, but most people aren't aware that they're leaving tons of money on the table.
What do you mean legal?
Unethical food hacks. If you're willing to sacrifice your humanity for a free meal, there's truly no limit to the ways you can fleece a restaurant. Disclaimer, this is wrong.
Like dumpster diving? That kind of thing? That should be legal, but I've never done that. But, I mean, it should be legal.
Disclaimer, this is wrong.
Yes.
No, this is how to. We're trying to give people tips on how to.
No. I don't agree with this. You might be saying that you're shoving it to man, but, treat your waitresses kindly. People who are working there, don't put their jobs at risk, right? Disclaimer. This is a joke video. We're just showing you this is just what people do. There's a lot of which also, I'll tell you this. Whenever we get into it, you'll see there's a lot of scummy people out there.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Disclaimer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it there again. All right. So now you can't get mad at us being like, okay, well, you're a piece of shit.
Well, if people want the real hacks, go to my YouTube channel.
I'm back rooms,
Oh, I saw this on Reddit yesterday. He has a channel now. That is horrifying. He has left containment, but Nick has a channel now.
Pina colada and the banana backrooms.
Nick does have a YouTube channel now. Editor, put it up here, and we'll put a link in the description as well. One of the easiest ways you can get free food is by simply pestering the workers until they break down and give in.
Don't do that.
Years, these multi-billion-dollar food chains have been slowly shrinking portion sizes and upping prices. As recently as last year, Chipotle CEO Scott Boatwright was under fire for his comments during an earnings call where he explained that 60% of their core customers earn over $100,000 a year, meaning they could confidently continue to raise prices year over year. Not a great thing to say.
Holy
you know
shit.
But not everybody can be Costco, man. Not
That's
everybody can have
a lot
the
of
true
money.
grit of Costco being like, I don't fucking care.
Hot dogs $1.50.
Hot dogs $1.50.
Hell yeah. I've never been to Costco a day in my life, but hell yeah.
Fucking roll over my grave. I have a feeling that when he dies, they're gonna change something. He's gonna haunt all of them. Yeah, he's gonna possess the new owners of stores, or he's gonna haunt the new owner of the company.
Did you see it?
He's gonna fucking.
I think he's gonna haunt the hot dogs.
You think you see the CEO's ghost is gonna haunt the hot dogs? Zach Bagans doing a ghost encounters though of Costco would be pretty sweet though, huh? I heard something on my EMF reader. The hot dog's like, what the?
$1.50.
Cover me! Customers at Chipotle had already recognized the trend in lower portion sizes back in 2014.
I've never ate
For a time,
Chipotle.
they began filming the workers behind the counter so they could pressure them and increasing the portion sizes. Which, to be fair, if you flip the bill, or if you're sitting there and you're like, this is not near what I used to get, doing it wrong. I'm not saying fucking whip out your phone and pester a 16-year-old to be like, more! But if it works.
That's what I'm saying, man. These hacks. I'd say, let me get behind the counter and show you how it's done. And I grab by the hips and
No.
ladle.
Whoa. Just know I said 16-year-old girl.
Oh, no, sorry. Okay, whoa.
Yeah.
Nick.
Literally for this.
46-year-old. 46-year-old.
46-year-old
30 more
man.
years! 30 more years! The workers themselves hate having phones constantly in their faces, saying it only adds more unnecessary stress to the job. However, that means nothing to a person when a deal is on the table. Despite the visible discomfort in employees, people would continue filming workers and uploading videos to social media to document the results. Stuff like this.
Damn. Take some more. Is that true?
Does that seem fun? If I'm behind somebody, even as a customer, I'd be like, now I have to be like, no, see, I feel like I'd have to be like, what a dick, right? I have to side with the person. Because I'm like, okay, well, now I'm getting the aftermath of that fucking tornado.
And then hope they give you more because you're nice.
What a jerk. What a grade A bully that guy
What
was,
a
right?
bitch
Also, I hate that if
that guy
don't
was.
say anything or acknowledge it, they're going to be mad at me.
I would just try to Mondays, am I right?
You hit him with a Garfield? The time has come to turn the hours you spend gaming into real money. Because with free cash, you can pick from available game offers, play it, and get paid. It's just a good way to make some extra money on your side since we're all on our phones anyway. Might as well make some cash while we can. Free cash.
Hell yeah.
Click my link or scan the QR code to sign up on freecash.com and start earning some extra cash today. And everyone who signs up on free cash with my link or QR code will get $10 as a bonus when they complete their first offer.
Do that.
Do that. Free cash for sponsoring the video. See you later. People took things to the extremes and began bringing in entire phone crews, complete with professional cameras, boom mics, and lighting, which is kind of fun. Another common method is to simply complain about your food. And for some places, the age-old rule of the customer is always right can lead to restaurants bending over backwards for even the most obnoxious guests. This is likely because the restaurants want to avoid getting negative reviews.
I don't think I've ever complained to some minimum wage worker that I don't like the food. Even if it's wrong, I still don't complain. The only time I would ever complain, and this has never happened, if it was like raw food, or if like I literally found a rat in the food, then I would complain. But I am too antisocial to bother bitching about, oh, there's pickles on my Sprite. I couldn't think of anything, but I have never complained to them, probably because I can barely get out the order in the first place, but not the point. I'm not gonna bitch to some poor worker that my order was not right, unless they have attitude towards me. Then maybe I would consider it then, but probably not.
Backwards for even the most obnoxious guests. This is likely because the restaurants want to avoid getting negative reviews from petty customers, which can lead to lower revenue as a whole, and many older people admit to taking advantage of this by consistently making a scene about the quality of their food to get their meals comped. I've seen people do that before, but I also don't like this thing. I hate the idea that you're like, I ordered something, it's wrong, and I should just deal with it. You know what I mean? I've gotten shamed before. Just fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of me, but I know I can say something about it. I don't want to.
Fine, just deal with it. Like a completely different item. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're like, I just don't want any lettuce on it, and it comes with lettuce, just take the fucking lettuce. It's not the end of the world. I'm saying that, like, hey, can I have a sirloin? And I get fish and chips. And they're like, there you go. I mean, and I'm like, they're like, just, it's fine. It's good. I'm like, that's not what I ordered. Like, this is not like, come on.
When I was working at Papa
I'd probably
Murphy's,
shut up and eat it.
This haunts me.
Probably.
One time I wondered if I accidentally served a pizza that fell on the floor to someone. I don't know.
How did you mix that? You would tell. You would be able
How
to
do you
know.
not
Even if
know?
it's a frozen pizza, Nick. Or actually, it's a you would be like, okay, well, it's all smeared. The ingredients don't look right. It's all
There's hair on it.
Is that the one that found? Also, what establishment are you running where you're taking the pizza off the floor and putting it back on a prep area? For
Right.
Why did it not just
What
go from
the
the floor to the
fuck,
trash?
Nick?
So what happened was I was holding it in one hand and I pulled out the wrapping paper and it like fell. And I don't know
On the floor.
I don't know if it fell on the floor or on the table. I don't
Okay,
remember.
so you're changing your story already.
You
Was
don't
there
remember
weight and all of a
picking it
sudden
up?
The pizza got lighter? Probably on the floor. The eat and return stunt is the one that restaurant workers have to put up with the most. One woman filmed herself entering a Papa John's she'd ordered from earlier that day to return 2 pizzas. The manager was visibly annoyed, saying as there was only a couple slices remaining in each box.
And then you ate all of those. No, they didn't like it because it's very dry.
This bulletproof argument from the customer was shockingly not accepted by the tyrannical man
Wow,
behind the counter. Which, to be fair,
shocking.
come on now. What's the, if you had a pizza, is it 1 bite? Is it 1 slice? 2 slices? Couldn't do it?
If it just doesn't taste good, 1 slice. If there's some kind of like problem or like contamination, like someone dropped it on the floor and you notice a hair, then I would say the whole pizza you can qualify for. But I've never had that situation, so I wouldn't know. I've never returned food after eating it. Hello.
Back, I think you get 1 slice. You gotta go through because it
Yeah.
fooled me once, shame on you. And if I eat 2 more, shame on me. One
Yeah.
waitress rants about a couple that swindled them multiple times in one night. The woman sent
Okay.
back a plate of fully eaten fries and half-eaten burgers, got it comped, and replaced it with shrimp pasta her partner ordered. Then they both said their mostly devoured pasta tasted bad and got plates comped as well. This continued until the couple had been comped for nearly 7 separate meals. I have never
Damn.
been a waiter before, but I'm curious.
I mean, at that point, just can you say no at that point? Surely you can. Like after 2 or 3 turns, you can probably say no. Like fool me once, shame on you.
Anybody in the comments, a waiter or waitress, can you just be like, we can't serve you anymore?
I would
Yeah.
Or
say
do you have to?
no,
Legally?
you don't have to. I think after the
Really?
second one, yeah, you don't have to. But what I do is be like, obviously we're
What
not.
you do.
Know, food's not up to your standard. Free meal.
Yeah, comp,
Yeah.
have a nice day. Well, it seems counterintuitive to be like, well, they're going to keep doing this, right? To
Right.
me, this seems that the 7 meal deal, that seems like a manager who was like a power hungry manager. Why aren't
Fair
you doing
enough.
this right? And he's the one who's like, one man in China put cockroaches in his mouth and blackmailed a restaurant, demanding a large sum of money and a carton of cigarettes, or else he would post a video claiming the bugs were found inside the food. The carton of cigarettes is really the ad on there. And what?
I need a
carton
pack of
cigarettes? Also, like, not
cigs.
that crazy. Don't get me wrong, it's stupid, but I'm like, I feel like you could have asked for anything, right? Having to pay every time you go out to eat can slowly add up over time. That's why people have started coming up with dating schemes to get others to pay for their meals
Dating
instead. I have
schemes?
fully believed that women do this. I fully believe that like any woman could have free meals for the rest of her life, especially with the dating apps. If she being like Monday,
Probably.
Tuesday, every day of the week, it's lined up. I'm just going out to dinner. I
mean,
legitimately believe
realistically,
there's people out there that do that.
yeah.
They were, yeah. And if I was a woman, I might consider it.
You're the cheapest person I know.
If I was not, I mean, I've had someone ask me out to dinner, but I told them, yeah, no, I don't eat in public. No, thank you. Let's go bowling instead. So no, I don't think about that. I've had offers, but I decline them. I don't go out to eat with people on those things. Even when I'm when I was younger, like middle school, high school, I hated eating in front of like anyone I was dating. To like a concerning point, I literally hid in a different room of my house when we had like pizza. I'm very antisocial.
100%. A female, actually, maybe a female version of you would be, because your male version, I'll tell you what, the girls out there, you guys gotta calm down these comments. I'm telling you, it's like, holy shit. I'll tell you what, people are rubbing themselves raw. It's unbelievable. I was gonna say,
Hell
if
yeah.
you were a girl though, I could definitely see you being like, okay, and you never put out.
Oh, no. Never.
Actually, you would. It's a dinner and a show. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I got to now. They paid for my meal.
Look like Charlie Chaplin with those potatoes.
What?
45-year-old Paul Guadalupe Gonzalez was reported to the police by numerous women for ditching them on dates to get free meals. According to his dates, Paul would meet at a restaurant, order large meals with expensive items like steak and shrimp, suck them down, and then say he had to use the restroom or something in his car before disappearing. Which I will say, the reason you always picture a guy like, oh, wait, 1 second, and he's like running at the restaurant. It's always pathetic. The reason you girls don't is that you're like you just know you're getting the meal, so then you're like, oh, I had a fun night tonight. I hope we do this again sometime. And that's the only thing you have to do that's awkward. Oh, definitely. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I'm actually
bulletproof
surprised it's a
plan.
guy.
That's me too. Yeah. To see that, Nick, did you do it? How many do you go on a lot of online online dates?
Not recently, but I used to.
Wow.
I was gonna say there for a bit. It was.
What changed?
I feel like I've been on maybe 50.
How many of those did you say that you split the bill? You didn't even pay for it, you just split it.
I think surprisingly.
I have not been on many dates in like a while because I just don't care to. I think my last date was like in high school, and I just stopped trying to pursue people.
A lot of them.
I love the tagged on surprising. You know, surprisingly, it was quite a few.
A lot of the cool chicks were like, "Oh, no, we'll get half," and I've had some that be like,
a lot of the cool chicks. I feel like is it not? I mean, listen, you want to split the bill because
I split the bill.
It's my insecurity. It's my insecurity.
Oh, split the bill?
Yeah, it's my insecurity because then I'm like, if they split the bill, they're like, I had a bad time and I feel bad.
I split it.
That's my. I always offer,
like bowling
I'll
stuff.
do this, but I've had some where they're just like, "Oh no, we'll do it," and then that's when I'm like, "No, bad date."
It seems rude. I don't know, as the man to be like, "Can we split the bill?" It makes you look cheap. But
I've always
if you're
split
like,
it on
other
stuff like
days,
that.
oh no, it's fine. Then that feels. I don't know. I could see that being a thing. Where, okay, cool. Maybe it's even Stevens at the end of the night then too, where there's no obligation for anything next, but if something does happen, fine. If not, whatever. As in another date. I'm not talking about like sex or anything. But I'm just saying like if we went on another date, fine. If not, then you're like, well,
you can do a thing where it's just like, "Hey, I'll get the meal, you get ice cream," and that.
Ice cream.
Well, once again, it's even Stevens. Yeah.
Well, slightly lower. It's not fully even because meals are worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm saying. That's where it's at. I'm telling you, he's gonna count every penny. You got to watch out. Exactly. So I mean, Red Robin was 26, and the Baskin Robbins was 13. So it's kind of like half of what I paid. It's okay though. We had fun. We had a good time.
I do the joke next time where it's like, on the next date, I get the ice cream and you get the bill.
Or you get all of it because still it would probably even out to what I paid tonight. Is really what you would do.
There was still the sheep.
Do not bring thing. I don't think we've told on the channel. We're not telling it now. We are not telling that now. That is a secret. That's going to be an inside.
Damn.
That's an inside story. This practice is extremely common and dubbed the foodie call.
I don't want any
they've lived off food scored
Swifties
from the
after me.
strat for several weeks at a time. To justify their actions, people will say they go on these foodie calls as a means of survival because of the ever-struggling economy. If you can't find someone to take you on a date, don't fret.
Hold on. Sorry. I forget where we were. The whole sidetrack kind of lost me. Let's go back.
We are not telling that now. That is a secret. That's going to be an inside. That's an inside story. This practice is extremely common and dubbed the foodie call. Some even claim they've lived off food scored from the strat for several weeks at a time. To justify their actions, people will say they go on these foodie calls as a means of survival because of the ever-struggling economy. If you can't find someone to take you on a date, don't fret. There are other ways to score free food from strangers. Another far less common technique is going into restaurants with the express purpose of finding someone to flirt with so they can pay for your meal. That's got to be a role, though.
Do people really do that? Like, I've seen it in, like, movies and games, but do people really do that at, like, sit-down restaurants and not, like, a bar? Like, that seems crazy to flirt with someone at a sit-down restaurant.
Somebody did that to you, and you're like, it's never happening. You're just getting them chubbed up, but man, he's going to walk out and be like, thank you. What was your name again? I'd love to watch Stalker with you. She's like, what?
I watched, never mind.
No, what?
I was gonna say on this one date. What's that Spotless Mind movie? Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind. That was our first date movie.
Never heard
of it. Really
of it.
Depressing. So I was just like, I'm just gonna make out with her. And then
what an awesome move. How do I switch up this plan? It's the movie's also like, hey, we were together for a long time. We're broken up now. This is our first date movie. You can watch sad movies aren't terrible to watch on the first one, but if they're about decades-long relationship ending, maybe not. Can you imagine that?
Oh, is that what it's about?
Ooh, you shiver. Ooh, you're not gonna break my heart, are you? That screams to me.
Synecdoche, New York, as well. Super.
Synecdoche, I could. If
Never heard of
the
it.
person's like, I really like movies. I'm a cinephile. I mean, I think that's a fine movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a Charlie Kaufman movie. It's gonna be depressing as shit, but still.
These weren't the cinephiles. They were falling asleep.
You're like,
wake them up.
Wake up!
Good part.
Wake
I
up!
felt bad. One girl I was on a date with. I think the beer she was allergic to.
What?
So her lips were all super puffy. One of my moves is like, oh, I'll make it better. I kissed her.
Oh,
No.
You're a predator. No. You're an apex predator just looking to feed. It's unbelievable. Don't worry about it. I'll make it better.
This is why it's bad. He has the channel now. He has free. He's roaming on YouTube now. Bad, bad, bad.
Ow, ow, her swollen ass lips. You're sitting there looking the IPA off her lips. Indian Pale Ale. Oh yeah, Rebecca, I call her IPA. Anytime you go out to a bar or restaurant, nothing is stopping you from faking a proposal to draw in attention of other guests and staff. Couples mentioned tugging on the heartstrings of the establishments, and that has earned them plenty of free drinks and meals. That's actually such a good idea. I've never thought of that.
You and Allison should try it.
They wouldn't believe it.
Why wouldn't
they? They wouldn't believe it. Ma'am, is he hurting you? He's offering you a ring pop. Do you know this man? It's cute. This trick can also work if you're single, as some people have had success proposing to their friends while at a restaurant. For a while, these grifters had a good thing going. That was until people started openly admitting faking their proposals and posting them online. Now it's viewed as semi-controversial tactic. Well, yeah. With people worried restaurants won't be as generous when people are actually proposing. Which also, dude, fucking pay for it regardless. Well, when I actually propose, I want a free meal. It's like, just fucking pay the bill. And plus, you know what's actually, I was thinking about it? That actually sucks. You know what's better? Propose. She says no. Storms out. I mean, man, if you just want to pay half the bill. Because
I don't understand proposing to someone in public like that feels like you're forcing them to say yes, because like if they say no, they seem like a dick, and then everyone around is just it's not gonna go good if you propose in public. Like I would fucking hate that. No way.
Only you there? Or they could be like, dude, it's on us. I'm sorry. We need to get good at crying, though. Really? Really? Can you imagine looking up at a waiter and being like, Willie? Willie, thank you. She broke my... She broke...
You know how you sell it, too? You go up to the waiter and be like, put this on the breadsticks. Play it with them, see?
Yeah, you have, like, fake rings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when she's like,
put in the
it's
drink.
a huge scene, then he's just like, dude, did I fuck up?
Or you say, take it. I don't need it. The ring? I bet you can fucking bulk buy it. Not even some plastic bullshit. I'm talking like...
Yeah, cubic zirconium.
Yeah. Food digging is a new phenomenon in which restaurants set up fake dating profiles to lure single customers to eat at their restaurants. After someone matches with the profile, the fake person will instantly set up a date.
I think I've heard of this. Like, I don't know where, but I've heard of it.
At the restaurant behind the account. Once the customer arrives and
That's
realizes
crazy.
their date isn't there, they assume they've been stood up, but by then, the fake profile has already unmatched them, cutting off any further contact. The hope is that, since they're already there, the person will stick around and buy some food to eat, like a fucking lonely loser. Online, people are starting to post their stories of falling victim to food diggers, hindering the effectiveness of the scheme. I've never heard of that. To be fair, I'm totally out of the dating world. I don't know. I feel so lost. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like,
I've never
thank
used a
God. Actually, all the
dating
time,
app.
I say, thank God. Don't get tied down, but just know there's some choppy waters ahead, because everyone's got baggage, especially by the time you're 30. Fuck. Man, especially
I've got
those
10
kids
more
got
years on
dirty
me.
dick, and when they were younger, all of a sudden now it's like, this is my 8-year-old son.
So you date them when they're 7. They have 17-year-old sons.
Huh?
No, I said when they have 17.
You said that's why you
Ick.
date when they're
When they have 17-year-old sons, because that way they're just like, oh, he's 18. He's an adult.
You want that?
Yeah,
That kid's gonna kick your ass. Kid's gonna beat your ass. Who's this, mom? Nick. Get off him. Carol! Carol! If you can make yourself look as pathetic as possible, you just might get a free meal without having to directly steal from the restaurant. A man named
Do I
Stephen
look pathetic?
Bonzer pulled off. Yeah, a man named Nick Weber. A man named Stephen Bonzer pulled off an impressive stunt in 2019 when he went to Outback Steakhouse on Valentine's Day all by himself with the intention of appearing as if he got stood up by his date. Dressed in his suit jacket, Steven sat down at a table for two during a packed night, telling the workers that his date was just running late. He even put together a fake gift he intended to give his imaginary date so waiters would think it was a more special occasion. After he sat alone for some time, he strategically left a pretend voicemail as a waiter passed saying,
I'm here. Let me know when you're on your way.
Over time, Stephen quietly ate loaves of complimentary bread by himself. It was getting late. 15 minutes before closing, Stephen started amping things up by drinking his wine in fast gulps as if he was depressed when workers would pass by. When he ordered his steak, he claimed the waiter was on eggshells because he felt bad for him. He made enough of a scene that a neighboring table started to stare. Determined to get a free meal, he loudly left another voicemail. This time, he pathetically explains that the kitchen's about to close and that he's worried something must have happened to her.
Taking it that you're probably not going to make it, so I guess I'll talk to you later.
His steak arrived, but he only stared at it patiently as if he was waiting for
He needs to, up his dramatic. He needs to up it. He needs to, like, cry a little. Whimper a little bit.
his date to arrive. Then he started pretending to cry. At this point, the restaurant had been closed for 25 minutes. A passing couple eventually felt bad enough that they paid for his meal, letting him take a near untouched spread home with him. As he was leaving, a waiter who was cleaning tables put his hand on Steven's shoulder and told him,
"Take care of yourself. Don't let them get you down."
And as a side note, he did tip the waiter $20 and also made a $50 donation to the American Civil Liberties Union.
Hell yeah.
I'm guessing they probably felt kind of bad. But I will say that's not worth it. Also, too, I think it's a thing when you're trying to like get one over on these establishments, I feel like you got to play ball with the waiters at least. These aren't the only ways you can debase yourself for free grub. In fact, many restaurants have free food promotions that are easily worth it to select group of frugal people. A common promotion restaurants have used in the past is the one that offers free food for a year or more of those who tattoo their logo on their body. Many people have no qualms doing this, especially if it's just an inch or two of ink that they can hide somewhere. A big enough deal can lead people to truly desecrate their body, like a man who was after a lifetime of free Subway sandwiches. In 2022, oh god, 2022 Subway? If it was like the 90s when I was like, because I feel like I used to really like Subway, and I don't know. Have you felt that the quality is gone?
I don't know.
I like their meatball subs.
Well, I mean, I think you'd eat anything.
I was gonna say, I eat slop.
You do. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You put a slop bowl in front of me.
You would deep fry a baby's diaper. As long as you had fucking some hot sauce, you'd be like, I don't know, it's okay. I've never heard you say it was bad. I've never once heard you say food was bad. She had like a little bit like some fuzzy mold and something. He's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, tummy hurts.
Yeah, that's our favorite thing is we'll be like, I don't think you should eat it. He's like, no, it's fine. And then he'll be like,
tastes
good.
good.
Gasp a lot. Oh. In 2022, Subway held a promotion for their brand new Subway series menu overhaul. Basically, the bigger the tattoo of their logo, the more free sandwiches a person could receive. James Kunz from Colorado decided that for a $50,000 gift card, he would gladly plaster a fully colored 12 by 12 inch logo across his back. Other embarrassing promotions, including the 7-Eleven Bring Your Own Cup Day, where people are allowed to fill up any container they can bring with the Slurpee for just a few dollars. As you can imagine, people go out of their way to be as obnoxious as possible about it, which to me, it's fair game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's fair game.
You put yourself in that situation.
You know, I've seen some crazy shit online. And over in Taiwan, a 2-day-long promotion at a sushi chain called Sushiro claimed that anyone who officially changed their name to contain the characters for salmon would be rewarded with an all-you-can-eat sushi meal with as many as 6 friends. What followed was labeled by news stations as salmon chaos. This is because over 300 people rushed the government offices to follow through with the promotion, seeing as it only costed a few bucks to have your name changed at the time.
Right.
Interviews would reveal that the name translated things like explosive good-looking salmon, salmon prince, meteor salmon king, or simply just salmon. I will say,
I want to be a salmon prince.
Is fucking sick. Salmon's not bad. It's not a bad name. A few people decided to change their names to entire run-on sentences, like one that roughly translated to
Chen Redacted has a black dragon cannon and turned into Redacted on March 14th. 2021 is in a steady relationship with Redacted. Love you. You are my only love for the rest of my life. In this life, I want to eat salmon with you.
I will say
that's not real.
Romantic. Also, you could just tell what's your name, Ted. You know, what my legal name is. That's a story. That's a conversation. Although I want to say that guy's driver's license. People started eating hundreds of dollars worth of food, even coordinating in groups so they could eat morning to night. Many would simply eat the salmon and leave the rice underneath, resulting in piles of wasted rice scattered across tables. When celebrities go out to eat, it's not uncommon for their meals to be comps. Many so-called influencers believe they are on the same level as A-list celebrities and abuse their status to try to get free food. Ever since
I'll
being
never
a social
do that.
media influencer blew up,
That's
restaurants have been basically
embarrassing.
harassed by nobodies demanding free food. I have XOXO followers. Do you not know who I am? Aurora Griffo posted a TikTok shaming and slandering her local bakery, claiming that they used fake ingredients. In response, the bakery owner posted their own TikTok showing Aurora in the DMs asking for a collab and free food. When the bakery rejected the request, she showed up and hit them with a negative review. In the same video, the owner went step by step through the baking process and
that's
showed
just
off all
so
of their ingredients,
embarrassing to
completely
do to
dismantling
some
all of Aurora's
business.
claims. While the bakery's business soared, Aurora's social media was flooded with hateful comments and backlash, and she eventually apologized, saying she was sorry for the fake ingredients comments and that she wasn't trying to seek revenge after being rejected. Like, bitch, yeah, right.
Yourself.
Alternatively, an old classic method of getting free meal is the tried and true art of dining and dashing, ladies and gentlemen. The less sophisticated people utilizing the classic tactic simply eat and make a rush for the door, making a scene that ends up getting them caught by the restaurant staff. One 34-year-old Brooklyn influencer by the name of Pei Chung, however, was able to steal all sorts of lavish meals. Pei would often post content online showing herself in designer clothing and eating at fine dining establishments. Despite her Instagram and personal blog boasting a very high-class lifestyle, it actually turned out that she was very often dining and dashing even after racking up bills that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. When stopped by staff, she would try and pay with multiple credit cards only for them to be declined. She'd then offer social media posts or sexual favors as payment. She'd been arrested a whopping 7 times, usually after racking up wild bills at high-class establishments. It seems she had stopped posting since her most recent run-in with the law, as her social media presence disappeared soon after the most recent arrest. Which I will say, I feel like that's another thing people do is I think a lot of influencers will justify being like, well, I left, but I'm going to post about it and you guys are going to get tons of customers, so I don't see what the big deal is. It's just that thing. I think that's how also people are like, well, I'm actually not a
that's
bad person.
crazy for
I will
some
say,
food.
we 100% take credit for Red Lobster being successful.
Red Lobster coming back. I think that it wasn't all of us. It was their new CEO. He's a badass. But I will say, I like to think that we put out the good word. And also, people who missed Red Lobster Day this year, how dare you? I saw a lot of people on Instagram tag me that they went to Red Lobster
I've never been to Red Lobster. I don't think. Maybe once. I don't know.
Red Lobster Day. Put it up here. Please go next year. It's really good. We even went. These food hacks are downright fucking insane. But some people are attracted to free stuff like moss to a flame, right? I mean, if I can get some free food, why not? That's what people think.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to get away with a free meal here and there. Just know that each incredibly extreme attempt will ask you to further throw away your morals and potentially years of your life, right? Some prison or whatever. At the very least, maybe throw a tip to your waiter next time you ruin their day with a fake heart attack or prop cockroaches, right, guys? Or just pay for your meals and don't fucking do it.
Yeah. I'm surprised dumpster diving was not one of them. That's surprising. Or like birthdays, saying today's your birthday, maybe fake ID or something. Surprised those are not more popular. I'm not advising. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying. I'm surprised that wasn't in there. Okay, YouTube. Until next time. Bye. Bye. And on to the next one. But yeah, I would never bother some poor waitress for free food because I'm a VTuber. I would never do that. No way, no way. What? There we go. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Is that a new video? No. Okay. On to the next one. If it loads. Hopefully. Has anyone played like bingo at like an actual bingo place? I don't think I've ever played at like a legit place. Really? Were there like any prizes? Or like just for the love of the game? Bingo. Wow. Bingo is the worst. Oh. I think I've played like bingo at my house, but like not for any prize or anything like they do in like those shows. The only show I can think of is Seaman Cat, where they did that. That is too much lemonade taste. Let me fix that. Okay. Wow. Okay. What is wrong with bingo though, Papa Meat? I wonder. Do I have my thing open? Yeah. Okay. Did I ever? Okay, we're good. Okay. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today I'm watching a video by Papa Meat. Bingo is the worst. Now, I don't think I've ever played any official bingo stuff. Maybe just like around the house, maybe. But like, what is so wrong with bingo? Only old people really play that for like events. I don't know. If there's ever a bingo that has like $1 million TV, sign me up.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing?
I'm
Coming
doing good.
Because today we're going to be talking about bingo. We've all played bingo before, whether it's in school or a family gathering. It's a simple and easy to follow casual game that pretty much anyone can play, right? You know how to look at numbers? You can play bingo.
I don't know numbers.
Well, it's very competitive.
Well, we're finding out that it grips you the same way that maybe a gambling addict would grip you, right? For most lonely senior
Gambling addict. Who, me? Never. I spent $50 on tickets yesterday. But hey, I made $5 more than I spent, so let's go.
Your citizens, the bingo hall is a place to socialize and fill their empty schedules. Others, however, see them as something much more bleak, a battlefield where everyone's out to snipe their precious prize money or the gift basket that they want to win for their grandkids. Either or.
Not the
It's a
candy
battlefield.
basket.
Ooh. Bingo halls are still, they're a product of their time. I feel like they used to be more popular back in the day, but the carcasses of these large halls still remain. I mean, there's tons of urban exploration videos of people looking at like abandoned bingo halls and stuff. Very creepy, but also it looks almost identical to when it was open. So with how many fucking
Just so
old people are
depressing
walking
in
around there.
general.
I bet they're ghost graveyards. Do you think ghosts still play bingo in those halls?
Bingo!
That movie scared me as a kid.
Yeah, the wire scene at the
Never
beginning. I
watched.
don't remember anything after that.
I stopped there. I was too scared.
Yeah, I was
Never
too
seen it.
haunted by ghost ship. What may seem like an innocent game on the surface is a breeding ground for a new type of gambling addict. This booming industry is filled with drama, superstition, scandals, and even addictive behaviors that rival even slot zombies. I know, it couldn't be possible, but my friends, it is. And when most people think of bingo, they usually think of a bunch of old people sitting around in a bingo hall, but that's no longer the case. In recent years, the game has exploded in popularity with the rise of online gambling. Today, the industry is worth around $1.25 billion, with the majority of its players and bets being placed online.
Holy
I still never understand that.
That's
It's like playing blackjack online. Don't you just think, well, the computer's just gonna code itself to beat me?
Well, that's why you have those girls that are live.
Well, they
streaming when
also.
do the decks.
I don't trust them.
They say racial slurs.
Yeah, go back to 9 to 5, bitch ass.
They do. What did that, that's like a big thing right now. It's like a crazy dealers or something.
I
Is that a
haven't seen
meme, or is
that
a-
shit. I've only seen like that one blackjack dealer who I forget what he said, but he got fired and people were sad. This was like a year ago, I think. I don't remember them saying slurs. What?
They realized because the dealer started talking back to the players, and that like boosted their platform.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of clips of people also like rage baiting the dealers. Like, have you seen that one where the guy's talking about? I'll show a clip of it.
You up 4 in the morning playing blackjack, fucking loser.
Huh?
Oh, well, sorry, editor. I'm kind of sick. I can't form
Never
my
seen
thoughts.
that.
Isn't the atmosphere of all the old and dying people like that's why you go to bingo?
I think that's why old people go.
Oh.
I can see a younger generation being like, I don't go because it just smells like death, like dying skin. There's so many documentaries I've seen lately. There's this great one that's on YouTube. Put it here. You should check it out, but it follows like
I
3 groups
can't
of people
see
that go to
that.
bingo
It's
halls,
too
but it's just
small.
like, it's a very odd place, but yeah, I can only imagine. The smell must be terrible. You people talk about match tournaments. I bet you bingo halls are brutal, dude.
Also depressing too. Look to your left. There's someone dying.
What
to your right,
smells
there's someone
worse?
dying.
Oh yeah. Well, I
just
mean, at the
death.
same time, dude,
What smells worse? A bingo place for old people or a TCG tournament? Which one smells worse? Two types of bad.
I don't know. To me, it was weird. The documentary showed, yeah, it's like people gambling their money. It's a very cold, sterile environment. And the thing, too, the documentary does well is they don't add music. If you had music, it would change the entire vibe. You can put happy music behind almost anything.
Glad that you came up with that.
Last post, fuck you! Not everything. And it'll completely change the emotional subtext of what you're watching, right? But at the end, it's just a thing where they're just like,
Yeah,
it's a
probably.
community. And if they didn't have that, what the fuck would they do? So I don't know.
The first time I played bingo was in Cub Scouts, and I cried.
I don't think I've ever actually played. We should play bingo.
Oh, we're gonna go.
We should go play bingo.
Ooh.
We're gonna go play bingo.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
Oh, they
go play
found one,
bingo.
okay.
Have to be kind of superstitious here, so I brought my chip hazard toy from when I was a kid that my
Hell
mom
yeah.
ran over and then taped back up. This is still the tape from back in the day. Gonna use this as my lucky tome. I'm hoping to win big here. The main event, I think it's a $4,000 jackpot. So we'll see. We'll see how many we're gonna
18,000?
buy.
Holy
No
shit.
alcohol prevented on premise. This is bullshit. This
can't
me shaking it up.
drink?
This is me shaking it up, dude.
We're opening up a Shake It Off $750 game.
Huh?
Shake It Off.
Shake it off.
I'm very confused.
Are we playing up? I don't know.
7.
They're going fast, dude. Damn.
How do they keep up? How do these old people keep
All
up?
right, update. What was your first impressions?
Sad.
Is it sad or is it just quiet? I don't know if it's sad. I
They
think it's
win anything?
competitive. That's the vibe I'm getting. So we went in there. Nick told me the place opened at 4:30. We got in there. There was tons of people. So we're like, oh fuck, we're late. We got our bingo cards, but the event doesn't start for until 6:45.
Yeah.
So people are there 2+ hours early, playing like little bingo games beforehand, like little things, you know. It's
Why?
like quiet, but it's packed. I mean, there's like a fuck ton of people in there. We were definitely by far the youngest people in there. I was like, easily. You could cut the tension in the air with a knife. You can tell people are in there to fucking win. We definitely are fucking with people's like natural order of things. I bet people sit in the same spot there every time. Like people have stuff like
You
sit,
took
like,
their
the same place with
spot.
friends and stuff. So I don't know. We're gonna go grab dinner. I'm gonna get some fucking drinks for courage is what I'm gonna do. And then we're gonna go back and try to compete. If we fucking win, they're going to tear us apart. They're going to
Oh
kill us.
yeah. I want to see him win.
We're at our favorite establishment.
Is that Twin Towers? Or Twin Peaks? What the fuck it's called?
The sudden boom is thanks to both Gen Z and millennials taking a surprising interest in the game, with many saying it's a cheap, easy way to have fun and possibly win it big. While the youth have been returning to classic bingo halls, many have also taken the age-old game and given it a new modern twist. Bingo raves are now popping up all around the globe, with people dancing amongst flashing lights and crazy visuals, only to stop periodically to play a round of bingo. That's... like, what? To be fair, I'm biased because I don't like raves. Doesn't it seem like a nightmare? You have to try to remember the number.
Yeah, unless we got the card.
Is that part of the... Yeah,
I've never been to a rave, and I never want to.
This video is brought to you by Starforge PCs.
Hell
Right
yeah.
now, Starforge is having a crazy summer PC sale going on with the hottest deals on PC flight tickets. I like how they pair them up like that.
Wait, that was a great quick ad.
For a new PC, they have collaboration keyboards and other great gaming accessories for
Hell
sale.
yeah.
So check them out. The link will be in the description. Thank you to Starforge PCs for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. Seriously, good. If you guys want a good PC, check them out. They're great. Thanks. Bingo Loco is one of the more popular bingo raves, featuring 3 rounds of bingos broken up by confetti, lasers, DJs, lip sync battles, and dance-offs. Wow.
That's not a bingo thing. That's a party with bingo on the side.
Those who win can get anything from Minions rolling bag. Those who win
Oh
can get
yeah.
anything from a Minions rolling bag to international.
Oh yeah. I want to go there. I want to go there. Give me my Minions rolling backpack. Hell yeah.
Flight tickets. I like how they pair them up like
Oh
that.
yeah.
National thing, and you get a Minions bag to go with it. Even outside of Bingo Loco, people can take the game very seriously, and so do the people calling the numbers. The National Bingo Game Caller of the Year competition is an annual event where bingo callers from around the country meet up to showcase their skills and prove they're all the best in the nation. Each caller is expected to show off their calling skills, their understanding of the game, and their showmanship, their understanding of the game. You say an 11 and a number. What are you talking about?
You show his ass?
Don't you connect 4 or 5? That's it. What else is there to the game? I don't.
1, 2, 3.
Marked there. You need 5 to win, sir. Thank you. It's just like ooh.
B3, B5, B4, B6.
That's just them desperately wanting to win something. They see people win all day. Now it's my turn. BINGO. For a long time, most of the contestants were older, which made the event pretty depressing. I mean, you're looking at a funeral home. You're looking at death. The Grim Reaper is walking around every table, being like, "Not yet." They'd ramble through numbers.
You win bingo, you get a
to
free
room full of old
casket.
people who were desperate for a little entertainment. However, a 21-year-old caller won the award in 2024 by performing a multimedia show where she sang an original cover of 5 Years Time by Knowing the Whale on the ukulele. I'll tell you what, that photo of her is not doing any favors. She looks like someone that was like, very deeply affected by the pitch, or like the one with the cup song, that movie.
Oh, Pitch Perfect.
She saw the cups and she got a ukulele. She has fucking Steven Universe posters on her wall and shit. She's singing the Adventure Time theme song and shit, or the end credit song. You know what I mean? Is that not one of the most haunting songs of all time?
What, Come Along With Me?
Yeah.
Why is it haunting?
It's just fucking crazy.
Never
You
heard
don't
of
think
it.
it's creepy? I think it's fucking creepy.
Sweet.
I've always found it fucking. If there wasn't a fucking like little bee flying around right there,
Oh,
you know what you do? Take your shirt
Adventure
off in the
Time.
bathroom,
Yeah.
record yourself smiling and
Come
then put this
along
on
with me.
and see how wholesome it is. Will you do that?
I will. Editor, put it in.
Nick, go away. Nick, no.
I'm gonna tell you I haven't seen it, but I can tell you that's gonna be a nightmare. That's what you need too. The tiptoe through the tulips has been overused. Insidious drum to the ground. Now you need Come Along With Me. Butterfly and Bees.
Yeah, slow it down, pitch shift it.
Just snickering to yourself. I'm too sick to be doing this shit. Oh God.
Only one of us can win.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
It feels like a threat.
They look maybe in your age range. Back. They are staring hard. But that also could be because of the big cameras I imagine they're holding. Hello, thank you for the photo. Hello. Love that you just brought that in, actually.
Chip likes that. Stop it, Chip.
You gotta get some tape and have him be the...
Hell yeah.
Chip, the defender of the deal. Yeah, exactly. I'll try and get in the groove of going fast. See how fast that was?
That's not fast enough.
Were those real
fast.
bingos?
Game 1, dude.
They have screens?
Manifesting a win. I got one.
Oh.
Oh, you know.
Oh. There's no free space? Or... Oh, there is. Okay, I'm blind. What does that mean? Machine.
Didn't, not one.
There's someone in front of him.
Ah! Already? God damn. Holy hell.
geez.
That was so quick. What was that?
Restart.
God Dang, shit, $150 for that.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Chip, not step it up. Please, Chip.
150,
Probably bad luck.
goddamn.
I ran over him. How lucky is that, dude? No, he's still here. Oh, no, it's not a six pack. Like a block of six. Yeah, I see. Now's the time. Now's the time. Oh, Daddy likes that.
I don't like that. Oh, someone's birthday?
Call the numbers.
Enough celebrating. Get to the point.
I was getting a nice little setup here.
So that's pretty good.
Please, Chip. Please.
Please. He's doing this in front of some random person.
Game. For a select group of passionate fans, however, it seems to be evolving into a full-on gambling problem, which when you can win money on anything.
No surprise, no surprise. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, well, bingo's even worse. Well, just as worse as all the others because you'll sit there and you'll be like, all I needed was 016. It was right there. I had 4 the whole time. Because also everyone does like multiple.
Almost. If I was 1 second quicker.
Yeah, that's how they get you in. It's like the same thing with when we went to the slots and there's like the big fat piggy banks.
Yeah.
It looks like he's ready to blow up.
Or the mummy says.
In a few months, I turned 21. I'm going straight to the I'm going straight to the casinos when I turn 21. I'm going drinking. I'm going gambling. Hell yeah.
Maybe next
That
time.
made my addiction so much worse.
Kill yourself. It's like the craps machine being like warm beer, cold dice.
Warm beer, cold dice.
The enticing thing about bingo is that it's relatively cheap, requires little mental effort, and grants the possibility of winning generous cash prizes. Couple this with the fact that it provides older people with an opportunity to socialize, and you have a game that can very easily become a fixation for the right type of player. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's legitimately there's bingo halls where the prize is $30,000. It's crazy.
Holy.
They do micro wins all day, and they have one where it's like, yeah, this is the big one, 30 grand for just.
That's like how much they spent on their homes growing up. Can I still buy a house with this money?
Fucking winning bingo.
No,
That's pretty
Grandpa.
Crazy. $20, $50 enter.
I don't know. I'd be curious. I'd put up usually I would say it depends on depends on the prize and the hall or whatever city you're in probably. The thing too is I think it seems relatively cheap, but if you buy 20 tickets, it stacks. I mean, if it was $20, it's $100. You're stacking 5 every time. And I forgot how many bingo sessions they do a day, but you'd be looking at a couple $100 a day. And some people go daily. The idea of bingo being treated as gambling isn't as widespread as it probably should be. One thing that makes it abundantly problematic is the evolution of bingo technology.
I didn't realize how expensive gambling was. In my mind, I thought it was free. Maybe 50 cents, maybe $1. I didn't think it could add up to hundreds. That's insane. Holy.
Instead of slowly marking off a single card as you enjoy a beverage and talk to your friends, now you can spend hundreds of dollars on specialized tablets available at bingo halls that can load up to 48 cards simultaneously. They're marked up automatically, essentially proving to be no different than buying hordes of scratchers at your local gas station. Those who are truly locked in can use mobile apps and continue to cycle from comfort to their home, foregoing the social.
When I go gambling, I'm spending $5, $10, $15 a round max. Because I want to do blackjack, card games, whatever the fuck. I don't want to do slot machines or none of that stuff. I want cards. I want very minimally quotes tampered with gambling. If I'm gonna lose, I want to lose. Not quite fair and square, but
aspect that may have brought them inside the bingo hall to begin with. And when the addiction takes hold, there really is no difference between a bingo addict and a traditional gambling addict. Online, you'll see bingo veterans busting out sheets of bingo cards and playing alongside of live stream games in the middle of a wedding. Others rant about how their partners blow all their money on bingo to the point where their valuables are being pawned off to continue the addiction.
My hair is not bleached.
In Colorado, one surgeon faces a massive lawsuit after being so preoccupied with an online game of music bingo that he didn't notice his patient had stopped breathing.
Oh, hell yeah. My card is not going anywhere near an ATM. Plus, I hate ATMs. I don't like dealing with that. And I hate spending money on my card. So, yeah. Ain't happening to me. But hello.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
On N22. And then there's Uptown Funk playing on the phone, so he doesn't hear that.
Uptown Funk you up.
So now the question
Uptown
is,
Funk you
since
up.
he's already dead, do you just let the game continue and slowly wheel him out, or do you make a scene about it?
gotta win
The
first.
game. Well, he's already gone. You know what I mean?
No one's gonna notice.
Exactly. Then you just do a thing where you like, you
He's
have
like,
a heart
Grandpa's
attack.
tired.
Yeah,
Still holding the bingo card. Let it go.
Exactly. Prying it from his fucking cold dead hands. The procedure itself was only supposed to last 10 minutes, yet they
10
still chose to play the
minutes.
game alongside the anesthesiologist, focusing on the 70s and 80s music being played so they could call out the first letter of the artist names to match with the bingo. B-I-N-G-O. I don't blame him, dude. He's a little fucking home.
They couldn't give it 10 minutes? Think of the follow. 10 minutes. Holy. They couldn't just like think about it in their head. Just, before. They couldn't just do that. They had to.
All notes playing, be hard to stop. Supposedly, the anesthesiologist
I have a
was
new
distracted
fear.
that the monitor displaying the 56-year-old patient's vitals was turned off. And because of this, as well as a lack of proper communication,
I have
there's
a
no
new
clear warning
fear
that the man stopped
with a
breathing until it was
doctor.
too late.
That is so neglectful of the monitor.
How do you not go to prison for the rest of your life? Also, I mean, just like the comical nature of also just being like, so what happened? I got distracted by music bingo. Do you think that because he's already 56, are they just kind of like, well...
I don't know, 56 is still kind of young for being an
That's
old
like
person.
I feel like
middle
old people say that 56 is
age-ish.
still kinda young. 56, I
Ish.
mean, you're well on your way.
But, I mean...
You're way more susceptible to die.
That's
my
true.
point.
I think, though, for being old, you still got, like, 10 years left. That's like
Right.
retirement age, you know?
Yeah.
To just die
do you
like
think,
that.
Do you think you'll make it to 56?
My body will, my brain won't.
I do wonder when I'm going to die.
I am not making it to
Just makes-
50.
freak me out.
I have a feeling, I hope that when I go, which will be a heart attack, that it's at least in my sleep.
Well, see, I'm fucked either way, because if I die in my sleep, it's...
I don't want an unexpected death. I want full control. That is my issue. I am not. I do not want a in my sleep death. I want time to repair kind of death. So I would not enjoy
'Cause I'm an
dying in my
experienced
sleep.
Because you have sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll feel like an eternity?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never had that. I would hate that.
Trying to wake people up, but all they see is this. Just you on your bed, like,
Smiling.
pale as shit. Yeah, smiling. Moths and shit going in and out of your mouth. Dog's just like fucking eating your dead parents.
I was gonna say, my dogs, the second I'm dead, I'm dog food. The second-
Yeah, they don't wait at all.
Oh, middle X.
My cat would never.
Chip feels it
She's
too.
too picky.
Oh, sorry. Come on, Chip. Chip, get your head in the game.
I'm 2 away from getting an X. Look at that.
Really? Already?
6'7".
God. So quick. God. Big X this time, dude.
Use your yellow paper again.
Oh, this one here? Oh, this
What?
one here? Thank you for telling us. My actual lucky color is yellow.
It's because of your magic shirt.
Yeah, my magic belly.
You have ticket number 3520, last four numbers, 3762.
Right here.
Oh, let's go.
There you go. Very nice. And you were like, where's my coupon at? There you go. That's awesome. Oh, you're kind of doing
What
good
did she
there.
win?
Look at you.
They are staring.
Ooh, you willed it.
Dude, I just called that. Did you hear that?
He's so close. He's so close.
Before.
Bingo.
Oh,
Dang.
man, I was close
Nope.
there, too.
Aw.
This one up here is set pretty good, right?
I just needed
And-
3 on this one.
You were
Isn't
so
that
good.
a
Really
bingo?
nice. Chief, did you? Actually, I'm going to
Or
put him
I guess it's first come, first serve. I made that joke too. I hate it.
I hate myself.
Oh, B2?
Is that a big one for you?
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself, Nick. Don't flaunt. God damn, so quick. I didn't get close at all that time.
Oh, yeah, that was a...
Bingo.
The worst stories to come out from bingo addicts or those living with them are no different than a typical tale of a gambling addiction. But the similarities don't end there. Just like a slot zombie hunting down their lucky machine at the casino, bingo players have their own rituals and superstition used to increase their odds of winning. The most common ritual you see at any bingo hall is the use of good luck charms. Unlike other forms
Like
of
what
gambling
you
where someone
brought.
might keep a trinket in their pocket, bingo players build little shrines right on the table that they play. It's like a good luck shrine. The first time I ever saw this, by the way, was there was an episode of Roseanne where they go to a bingo hall.
Oh, I
It's
watched
like,
that.
A woman has like trolls or whatever, and at the end
I don't know if I saw that episode, but I used to watch Roseanne.
she becomes an addict as well.
Memory
We should
just
put it in
brought
because she
back.
said some racist shit, but whatever. Some players have a specific
Yeah.
arrangement on the table that brings them good luck. If their charms are not the exact right spots, that could cause them to lose the game. Don't you get it? These things matter.
Got a little boo-boo shrine.
Oh yeah.
Do people care about those anymore? Has that died?
Oh, this has got to be dead.
Yeah, it's
I've
dead.
never seen shit about it. I'm kind of superstitious though.
Are you?
I am. I feel like
I'm not.
I would need to have a. What would your lucky trinket be?
An old person.
Would you bring an old
Bring a
person?
grandpa. Yeah.
You probably could. Well, I guess if you're in Japan, I was gonna say in Japan you could be like, there's literally like rent an old man. He just like walks around with you.
I want to rent a girlfriend.
Come on, Grandma. Bingo time.
If you want to enhance your shrine and maximize your chances of winning, then you can even purchase bingo candles. These candles are usually filled with glitter and bingo oil, which is alleged to have natural properties that channel energy to attract money and prosperity.
We gotta get some bingo oil.
Okay, I can't blame him too much. Witches do the same thing.
Yeah.
We should get some bingo oil. You can also just buy the oil and use it like a cologne to get the same effects, which
what does it smell like?
Canister there looks pretty fucking sick. The charms can range from small metal bingo card keychains to stuffed animals and pictures of Jesus Christ himself. A good luck charm can be literally anything, and each player usually has a story explaining what makes their specific item so lucky. One couple brought rubber cockroaches to a game hoping to scare their friends who they knew hated bugs. Even though the friend now refuses to sit with them during bingo, the couple ended up winning the prize pot. Now a handful of rubber roaches comes with them to every game. See, that'd be me. I'd wear the same socks. I'd wear the same outfit every time.
I never wash it.
Thank you.
You gotta get, well, if the bingo cologne is on it too, then I definitely don't want to wash it. But it would reek. I'd reek. But no one would sit next to me.
You gotta
That's how you win.
Get them out of there. Those are more cards that I have to compete against. Get them out.
Do you think, is that a strategy wrestlers use, by the way? Random, but I just thought, like, do you think they don't wash to be stinky, to kind of lower their...
Like Olympic wrestlers?
Yeah.
Maybe. I would. I'd put butter all over myself. No one wants to touch a stinky guy. Can you imagine seeing a guy covered in butter and like maple syrup? You'd never want to touch that guy. It's disgusting. Bunch of fucking flies on me.
I hate peanut butter.
Yeah, right, dude. No one would want to touch my ass. Beyond charms, many players have superstitions to ensure a good game. These beliefs can be as simple as using specific pins or sitting in a specific spot, but they can also be as crazy as blocking certain people from calling because they believe receiving calls during a game reduces their luck. Just like slot players, bingo players have their own chants and spells they believe get them closer to the jackpot.
Okay.
Spells?
Yes. I don't count out spells now, dude. Ever since those Swifties, they convinced me, dude. Witchcraft is fucking alive and well in the country.
Oh boy, is it. I used to be really into that stuff when I was a lot younger, because I have a aunt who is like I forget if she's a Wiccan or pagan, so it's alive and well. It's alive and well.
Bad happened after the spell. They cursed you. They wanted your teeth and hair to fall out.
That didn't happen, luckily, but I did gain like 8 pounds.
Oh.
So it's gotta be the Swiftie curse.
Blame the Swifties. Just be careful about it.
They should put it on his head. See if that trick works. And then do the free space.
Dude, I have no access.
Bingo. Oh.
The events that we just did they pay out cash, or is it like a credit or something? Like that's not taxable stuff. I'm sure that has to be taxable. Right. Have you won these at all before?
Oh, nice.
That's exactly
How much have they spent though? That's what I want to know. How much did I wonder how much Papa Meat spent on this video.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, it moves fast, so that's nice. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
He's gonna miss a whole game.
992. 992. Oh, nice. I got it. Right here. There you go. That's what I want to hear. Oh, man. Give me a heart attack.
I've never wanted anything more in my whole fucking life.
When the spells and chants don't work, players turn to powerful bingo subliminal audios that claim to boost your luck. These tracks can be as long as 5 hours, and people in the comments claim they have mixed results. It's kind of a hit or miss situation. 5 hours long, these tracks. Does it sound like the fucking chant?
Well, they probably go to sleep listening to it.
You
That's how stuff usually works.
5 hours in the bingo hall.
I think people like
Works.
sacrifice animals before bingo night.
That's what we should do for our bingo thing. We're gonna take Tugboat. We're gonna club him in the back of the head. We're gonna throw him. We're gonna fire. I'm gonna be at my seat. And I'm gonna make a protective circle around me with his ashes because he's a bastard. Believe it or not, there are levels to bingo. There are more advanced and competitive tactics most people will never see. These are clear signs if someone is an advanced bingo player. For example, true bingo aficionados know that the more cards you have, the more likely you are to win. Wow.
Okay, makes.
What you mean? I have more
What a
numbers, I have a
theory.
better chance of winning? Really? Did you also know cavemen discovered fire? That's why it's common to see players with upwards of 15 bingo cards all to themselves. In reality, hoarding a bunch of cards at the table is actually an easy way to lose a lot of money. So the big
Yeah, it's probably takes longer to do all that stuff because you probably mix them up. One second, let me check if I have something on. Okay, I couldn't tell if my phone holder AC was on or not. Okay, there we
bingo
go.
halls are happy to oblige. They don't give a shit. I don't think there's literally any limit. They'll be like, how many do you want?
No.
It's just a matter of can you keep up with it? Because then it's like if you can't keep up, they're gonna be like, you should have looked. On top of increased odds, some people also choose to buy large packs of cards so they can spread them out on the table, leaving no room for people to sit next to them and possibly distract them. These same events.
Now that's my strategy. Keep everyone away from me. I don't care about winning. Just stay away from me.
Players who are getting 10 plus cards are multitasking wizards.
Hell
One person
yeah.
claimed to have seen a woman with 10 to 12 cards, talking on the phone, smoking, eating lasagna, talking to nearby players, and playing pull tabs, all while marking.
Now that's the life.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm getting 10 plus tickets.
That's the
and I will
life.
fucking be able to do it. There's no way it's that hard.
Are you getting pull tab and lasagna? And
I'm going to fucking bring something to eat.
Hell
pull
yeah.
tabs, and be fucking railing cigarettes.
I want to see that.
Talk back to me.
Show the
and
clip.
watching your iPad.
Show the
your-
clip.
Bingo. Yeah, I'm going to have Ryan's World up on my iPad, watching him look at toys like this.
I feel
Ryan's
so
World's gonna
bad.
Get into gambling once he turns.
If Ryan's World does not become a gambling addict,
I don't know if my state has pull tab stuff. I've never done bingo. I have my biggest accomplishment in life that has led me to gamble so much more than I would have otherwise is I won, like, last August, I won $350 on a $2 ticket. That was my biggest accomplishment. I've won $100 a few times, like quite a few times, but that $350, that got me hooked. That got me hooked. And I immediately spent it on TCG cards. Well, TCG. I spent it on another form of gambling. Hello. And got nothing out of it.
If we do not see Ryan's World at like an Oklahoma Indian casino, like, you guys remember Ryan's World? You guys like recording him from the back? He's sitting there and he's like looking around. You think he still carries toys with him?
Oh yeah, it's a little comfort thing.
Yeah. Well, his Lucky Charms, he has Hot Wheels.
Oh, was he a big Hot Wheels guy?
I have no idea. Probably. These more experienced bingo players are some of the most volatile people in the hall by a long shot. Don't think for a second they aren't above throwing down if it means landing that sweet, sweet bingo. I mean, these are addicts, ladies and gentlemen. You can expect to see them smacking people with their purses or even slapping them, according to experienced bingo callers. These fights can start over the simplest
Granny
things,
is a
like a
brick
woman
in her
calling
purse.
bingo after the next number had already been called out. When one caller avoided a win because the next number was already called, she threw her card like a frisbee and started arguing with the woman next to her, leading to the two elderly players elbowing and tackling each other to the floor. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to see. Watching old women fight would be like a dream come true to me. It's like watching turtles fight each other, so slow.
I've never seen turtles fight.
Also, they still have like a post-nut clarity thing afterwards when they get up. They're like,
I just spent
You know, look around
$2 on that.
I'd want to see one die. I want to see someone die in front of me.
Okay, Nick.
just in general, or callers have even
related?
You're not gonna kill me, are you? I just want to make okay. Callers have even begun to notice a kind of generational divide at most bingo halls. Younger players tend to dislike it when older players win, and vice versa. The shared animosity has led to even more brawls in venues. All of this chaos is ramped up when people start playing what's known as speed bingo. As the name implies, speed bingo is when the caller fires off numbers as fast as possible.
That's
Unlike
what
regular
you
bingo,
played?
players of this game need extreme coordination and strategies to constantly scan the card and find every number as it's being called. Because of this, emotions are
can't
twice
have
as
more
high
than
as you
one,
can lose
right?
out on a bingo if you aren't completely dialed the fuck in. This results in twice as many meltdowns, with callers frequently being accused of cheating despite the numbers being generated by computers.
Hell
Wait, do
yeah.
people not do the fucking balls anymore?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. A little wheel.
Well, with speed bingo, it's gonna be
I
like,
like the
10, 30, 40,
wheel.
50, 60, it's like
Oh, I see.
it's way too fast. Yeah.
So if it's regular bingo, you think they still do the balls?
I think so, because that's like the
B5. B5.
B7.
B20. I'm already like, that would drop
Bingo.
me insane. I don't know. I'm curious. Let's check in on how we're doing so far.
Let's see.
This is fucking bullshit. Everyone in here is so tense. It's so competitive. I fear for my life in here.
Good.
I fear for my life.
Good. That's the experience you
I would also send
need.
that to you.
Chip Hazard, I need you more than ever right now.
Come on, Lucky
I'm
Charm.
doing not so good.
Bingo.
Oh, God damn, already? Holy shit. Oh, be quiet,
Be quiet, Carolyn.
Are you up? Are you down?
Last time with slot machines, I definitely thought I was down. So this time I think I'm doing pretty good. When money's on the line anywhere, drama is inevitable. Bingo halls, my friends, are no different. With an environment as cutthroat as this, there's more at stake than just vengeful bingo players, than just rabid bingo players. Fuck's sakes. 18-year-old Austin Whaley learned this in 2013 when an obnoxious bingo prank put him in legal trouble. It started when Austin and his friends bursted into a bingo hall in Kentucky and a man yelled, "Bingo!" When they realized he didn't actually have bingo, the seniors began screaming at the child and cursing him out. A security guard on duty took this as a crime against their favorite pastime, and Austin was slapped with handcuffs and thrown into the back of a cop car, facing 90 days of prison alongside a fine of $250.
Holy shit.
90 days?
90 days in prison.
For bingo.
We're at the bingo hall. Should we yell bingo when we don't have it?
Not after that story.
What did you think? Bingo? Oh, no. Yeah, sorry.
They might kill you.
Sorry. I heard that yelling bingo before you have it is like
cardinal sin.
That's the like #1 crime you cannot do. People will fuck you up. Those old people coming over.
I would lie and just say have bingo, and hopefully they...
Bingo.
They don't notice.
What if they did? Oh, shit. Being nothing more than a harmless prank from an 18-year-old, the judge instead ordered him to avoid that specific bingo hall. Furthermore, he was forbidden to even utter the word bingo for an entire 6 months. What kind of fucking... That's some Kentucky law right there. And you ought to not say bingo at all. Hear ye, hear ye.
Does bingo...
He had a
Does
mic on him,
Kentucky
like,
even have
like a
bingo
or something, if he ever said it.
Yeah, he has like a fucking saw trap around his neck. Blows up his head. Some people chase a big win for so long that they're willing to throw away multi-year-long relationships. One woman rants online about how despite splitting their winnings for years whenever they played bingo, things changed the second her friend won a $2,000 jackpot. The second she won, she immediately ended the arrangement and took off with all the winnings. What followed was a Facebook...
Wow. $2,000. Holy, now that's some fuck it, we ball money.
video posted by the friend in which she was making it rain, which became the final straw, leading them to stop talking entirely. That's a pretty big difference though between winning $50 and $2,000. Also, can a person not win? Can a person not gloat and make it rain on themselves? How many times do people get to do that in real life, Nick?
Very rarely.
Very rarely. And you can do it for
I want to do that.
Your friend's a fucking jealous bitch.
I want to make it rain.
What?
Didn't you see that story? That kid went to prom, he had like a fat stack, and then at the end of the night he was killed.
Why did he have a fat stack on him?
Showing off. He was...
For prom?
Yeah, for prom. He wanted to show everybody, which everyone's saying like it was probably fake money.
Well, yeah. What? But it's prom.
He wanted to get laid.
That's true.
Do they?
Every little boy's fantasy. Getting mine on prom night.
I didn't go to prom past like middle school.
Okay.
Update so far. We're getting fucking hosed. I don't know how the fuck people get bingo so fast. Also, we're $80.
Holy.
It's also fucking hot in there. What's weird is that no one's able to smoke in there, but yet it still smells more like cigarettes in there than it does out here where people are actually actively smoking. Our table's nice though. I haven't seen a lot of superstitious like troll figures or like altars or anything like that.
Except yours.
I think I'm the only person that has a lucky totem. It's okay. If I win the 18,000, I'm gonna buy a four-wheeler.
There we go.
We've been out and about for about 4 hours. Missed dinner with my wife, but I bet it was good. Also, just socializing with my wife is nice. You're gonna come back over here for some Thai noodles.
Instead, you're playing bingo.
Level 8.
Level 10.
Level 10. I say, you cannot handle it. And you say, shut the fuck up and give me level 10. Go to anaphylactic. What is it? Anaphylactic.
Anaphylactic
shot.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I thought I could, but I can't. I thought I could, but I can't. Mouth to mouth. Give me your number. Give me.
Give me bingo.
That is really pretty. Look at that. See that sunset?
I know, yeah. I'm freaking...
Much like at a high-stakes poker table,
What
players
flag
at the
is
bingo
that?
hall can get quite tense. It doesn't help that many
Next
passionate bingo
to-
players are old and they're all dickheads, which is why there's so many videos online showing confrontations that turn into screaming matches and even all-out
Is that a
brawls.
bingo
In them, you
thing?
can watch senile, hunched-over women in Christmas sweaters threaten to beat another person's ass for being mean to their grandson. And don't think for a second that a senior citizen won't take you out back and whoop your ass for messing with their bingo. Because one 82-year-old man named
Just,
Fred
like,
Smith was so infuriated by
sidekick 'em.
88-year-old Ethel Britt for taking his favorite seat that he grabbed an ice pick from his car, stormed out into the parking lot, and slashed all of her fucking tires. He was arrested and later confessed to the crime, facing $500
I thought he was gonna
restitution.
stab
It's not
him.
too bad. I'll just get bingo for a couple days. But no, that I still got. They didn't take the ice pick. What's her name? Fucking Brittle? What's her name? Oh, Ethel. Ethel Britt. I'd say, listen here, you fat bitch. I'm coming for you. You're lucky this didn't go into your goiter.
Have they got a bing on that sheet yet?
I thought that it was going to be him fucking stabbing the... Because, you know, even I have it. All these fat people have it where it's like a giant hump on your neck and just drives an ice pick through that. I like the thing ads like that. If I could picture up. She's like... Bingo callers often recount their bingo stories like they were in a war. One admits that they had to hire an off-duty sheriff because of how often people got into fights, whether it was over a favorite seat being taken or people who received their bingo cards first. One caller admits to being legitimately nervous about making mistakes, fearing players would be waiting outside to potentially hurt them
In
on
the
the way to their
wrong
car.
hole.
That is true. You know what? I feel like I'd just be like, I would bring brass knuckles with me and it would say fucking B-I-N-G and I'd have O over here on my middle finger. Pop them, hit them with one of those.
Can't
I would
bring
give
those.
anything to take a pair of brass knuckles and just absolutely rock the fuck out of an 83-year-old woman. You did a bad job in there. Don't touch me. Fucking denture slap. Fucking eye explodes out.
Did you do that to Ethel?
Oh, who do you think gave him the ice pick? I was working in the kitchen that night.
Dude, look at that.
Oh, man.
So close. Brutal. Fucking do it. Oh, dude. Damn.
So close.
That's okay. We still got one more. We got one more board.
Let's win $600 to get out of here. Huh?
Yeah, let's do it. Get our money back. Get
Get our money back $600. This is blackout.
What is blackout? Oh, you gotta complete the board?
That was horse shit.
Wow, they
There
are
examples of fraud
leaving.
and cheating seen inside the bingo hall. While they may not be aggressively monitored as Vegas Casino, there's still a lot to look out for. Some will simply stand up and shout bingo early in hopes that their opponents will rip up their cards in frustration before revealing it was a false alarm. Devious. Others call bingo falsely, hoping the honor system will be sufficient enough and that they won't be asked to prove that they actually pulled the bingo. One Pennsylvania man tried this, was awarded his jackpot, and booked it before the workers could realize he didn't actually have a winning card. Of course, this wasn't a foolproof plan, and he was forced to return his winnings or be charged with theft. Other bingo bandits utilized their arts and craft skills, like 2 New Jersey players that tried to cheat their church out of a jackpot by taping the correct numbers onto the bingo cards when they were easily caught and charged with improper behavior under a borough ordinance, which I would say it's like it's a completely different texture. What do you think's gonna happen? I thought they were gonna say they painted the card and they were painting the numbers.
Quickly.
That would have been smart.
Like, well, you just put a sticker on this. No. Yes. When these lazy attempts fail, some simply resort to stealing winnings from seniors because they know they can't fight back.
Damn.
These jackpots pale in comparison to the millions made throughout one of the biggest bingo fraud cases in history. It all
What?
started with a non-profit organization called the Guam Shrine Club. My God.
5 million?
I'm telling you, it's fucking eyes wide shut stuff. What are they doing in the back of the Guam Shrine Club?
They're killing people.
What the fuck are Shriners?
Shrines?
No, Shriners. That's like I think that's what it is. They have little fancy hats. I'm pretty sure those are called Shriners.
Not a clue.
All right, well, period. End of that conversation. The Guam Shrine Club, which sponsored bingo games at the Hafa Adai Bingo Parlor, claiming the money would go to charitable endeavors like helping families cover travel expenses so they can receive medical care at the Shriners Hospital for children in Hawaii. Over the course of several years, they made around $34 million. In reality, this was a money laundering scheme in which nearly $11 million were deposited into various bank
Hell
accounts.
yeah.
The ringleader, 49-year-old Michael Lizaso Marasigan, and his cohorts created an illegal gambling business and fooled people under the guise of helping the sick and needy. Of the massive funds they received, it's currently reported that only a little over $140,000 was used for its intended charitable purposes. My God. The FBI and IRS began a lengthy investigation and eventually made co-conspirators plead guilty and were ordered to pay restitution ranging from 6 to 7 figures on top of lengthy
6 to
federal prison
7.
sentences. Michael, the ringleader, was found guilty of charges of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, money laundering conspiracy, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. He was ordered to pay back well over $10.75 million and was sentenced to 22 years in prison. But during a court-approved medical trip to the Philippines, he fled and never returned. He is now currently a fugitive on the run. It's
I mean,
crazy,
good for
man.
him, I
Bingo, much like
guess.
any vice, is best practice in moderation. It's a simple way for older people to have some fun and get out of the house, but there will always be some that turn it into something far more degenerate. While it's easy to poke fun at the game, there must be something to it if younger generations are flocking to it and keeping the game more
The
alive than
money.
ever. So, give it a try if you want. Just be careful. And for the love of God, don't call bingo unless you're goddamn sure you have it. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.
Is the video really ending here?
Bingo!
Let's go.
Okay, we went and played bingo. We lost. Big time.
Damn.
I tried doing a recap, but the gates of hell were opening up outside and there was a tornado warning. Because you know the thing that you're right. Had no idea because they threw black sheets
Even the tornado ain't gonna stop me from winning bingo.
over the windows, so we didn't win. But I will say, legitimately, we had a lot of fun. I can see how people could get into the groove of like making this a normal tradition. We were probably the youngest. There may have been a couple younger people than us there, but I mean, it was like 300 people probably go there every
Damn.
week. It's their social thing. I mean, initially for each of us, it was $20, and then you add some stuff. I think by the end of the night, we spent like $100. That's not bad. The air of competitivity. The
That is
competitive
more than
nature
some
in the
people
air was so
earn
addicting.
a
There was
day.
times I just forgot that we were even recording. I was just like so fixated on it. It's so simple. And also, the people at our table were really cool. We really liked that. But also, my favorite part of the whole event was people being like, yeah, fucking Carol's just gotta win this one again.
Yeah.
God.
Shut up, Carol.
And someone's like, bingo, and everyone goes, oh. I really enjoyed
Tense.
that.
Those
It's-
blackout ones, because you know there's some people like, I just need one
well, what's
more.
insane is the people at our table, it's like you could tell. Like, as soon as the thing would roll, they're like, they got it.
Yeah, that was like
it's like they kind of know by a certain ball count, if you don't have it, you're fucked.
That was crazy,
Wow.
too. The girl in front of us, every time, they got it.
They definitely have it. I'm like, what? And that bingo. And you're like,
How
pretty
do they
crazy. All in
know?
all, it was a fucking good time. I'd go back. Would you go back?
I would.
Yeah.
I think, too, the $80 or the $100 or whatever, that was on 2 people. That's 2 people playing.
I would say on average, because also we didn't buy some. There was like a bunch of like pull tab sessions we didn't do. Realistically, you probably could do it for $50.
You could just play the $20 main event.
First off, $20.
Yeah.
That got us 17 games over the
Damn,
course. I will say
that's
we were there
nice.
for. We got there way
I
too
will
early.
posture check. Thank you.
We got there way too early. It was like 4 hours of
I am
bingo,
postured
and that
up.
went by like I mean, like fucking so fast. It was crazy.
And then yeah, like when you're not playing games, the guy next to me, he would just read a book.
Yeah, well, they were also I didn't really hear this. I was too locked in, and you were closer to them. Give us what was happening with the lover squirrel at the end of the table.
Lover squirrel
on the mic, you could pick it up, but his wife was just grilling him. He would like miss something, like oh shit, and he'd be like, God damn it, Gerald.
B5.
You know what's weird is I did not get that from them when we first talked to them.
Yeah, no, she was very sweet.
They were both very sweet, very kind, showing us stuff we were asking because we sat by these two guys before.
They kind when bingo starts.
These two redneck guys, and we're like, hey, so when does this start? And the guy was like, like 6:40 or whatever. I'm like, okay, first off, let's not act like you haven't been here every fucking week for the like however many years, dude. Like, why don't you I guess I'll go fuck myself, right? But these people were very chatty, very nice, and they were like, oh yeah, well we come up for this is our new thing, whatever. But yeah, then to hear that there's that storm going on, I'm like, see, that's the bingo. That's the fucking bingo. Because they're like, oh yeah, well, how can we not come? It's like letting their guard down a bit. Those motherfuckers are competitive at the end of the table. You can tell. Was there anything that you were disappointed in?
Not winning.
Well, not that. I mean, like that's what I mean. Like in the actual experience, like I wanted to see way more people have like good luck charms. I brought my chip hazard. It didn't do anything. Unlucky as fucking toy has.
Bad luck charm.
It was horrible. Well, to be fair, it's a toy that got ran over. I don't know why I thought it would be a good luck charm, but I wish there was more of that. More like ritualistic stuff of like I have to set my stuff like this.
I was surprised there's a police officer there.
That makes sense with loose cash because a lot of the stuff is cash games or whatever. So that makes sense to me.
And then someone did order like DoorDash, which I thought was funny.
I thought the DoorDash was kind of gross, if I'm being honest. They sat there, the guy came in, he was looking at it, and this girl was like, here. It was just like a big fucking thing of Thai food. I'm like, I don't know what it is about public events and spaces. People eat Thai food. It's the same with magic shops. It's unfucking believable. So stinky. Why do it? The styrofoam's dripping fucking. It doesn't matter.
I just don't like people eating in public near me.
Anything negative about bingo? I eat my words.
I thought it'd be less fun, and it's quick. It's fucking
dude, fast game. There was sometimes we were sitting there, and I was just like, how the fuck do you have it so quick? It is impressive to have like 4 of those actual sheets because each sheet
old people
9 games.
How do they keep up?
Boards or whatever. You're at 30 plus boards.
When we had 12.
That's the only thing keeping their that's the only thing keeping their dementia away is bingo.
I'm like trying to go.
Yeah.
It was.
I was like, this is way too. Like he'd call a number. The second I was done, he'd call another number, and I was getting a little nauseous. Getting back.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, what the fuck? He was just like, yeah, I kept getting nauseous looking down on the numbers. I was like, my god, dude. There's 86-year-old people with like actual oxygen tanks, just like. And the next officer say like, oh god, I have to look at the numbers. Jeez Louise. I wish you would have thrown it at the table.
I was hoping I'd.
Would they give you? Would they give you a free board for that?
So funny. This would be such elite content. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Bingo. It was a lot of fun. We'll go out and do it again. I will be going back. I'll be going back with my wife. I told Alice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you've played bingo, comment down below if you won anything. Yeah. And until next time, bye. Wow. Yippee! Okay. What is the next video? Let me title my thing. What? Okay. I have never been to like any official bingo thing. I've only played games at home. Like a coward. Okay. I think the rest of these are not as long as that one. Oh. Okay, I'll wait until this ad thing goes away. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hello. We are watching some Papa Meat videos. We just got done watching how bad bingo is. People spend insane amounts gambling. Let's ban that. How do I reset this shit? I'm so bad with... Yeah, let's get rid of that shit. I hate YouTube's moderation shit. So stupid. Because you can't even really ban someone, you can only hide them. So hopefully that stays away. Ugh. Anyways, as I was saying, we are watching Papa Meat. And this one is the Stalking Disease. Do I have captions on? Let me check. I wish YouTube had better moderation. It sucks. They are leagues behind Twitch in terms of chat stuff. Okay. I need a drink with my awful strawberry lemonade. I don't like the lemonade flavors because the lemonade's always too strong. And I don't even put like the full pack that they want you to put. I only do like half of the pack, and that's still way too strong. But let me do my YouTube intro. Not quite sure what this one's going to be about. Oh, I mean, I can take a guess, but I don't know what specific thing. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and today I'm watching a video by Papa Meat, the Stalking Disease. I don't know what to expect, so let's get into the video right now. What?
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Down because today, I'm sick. I don't feel good.
You don't feel good?
Just a little.
Stop complaining, dude. Just read the fucking script.
Today we're
Smile.
Today we're going to be talking about gang stalking. Gang stalking is something that's become quite the controversial topic online. Nowadays, there's an increasing fear of mass government surveillance. While this is a legitimate fear, there are some people who believe they're already being carefully watched over by malicious forces. Hey, don't get me wrong, gang stalking is not...
I know that I've been stalked, but like definitely not by a gang, like a group thing. I hope not.
New. It's been around forever, but it's a fascinating subject that I feel has evolved over time too. Which, if you don't know what gang stalking is the act of a coordinated group of people essentially stalking a person or watching their every move for the purpose of harassment. That's why you get people online, videos on Instagram.
Never had that.
I first heard about it whenever I heard Rusty Cage's song about it, and he did a video about it. This is a while back.
Who?
Very catchy. I remember when on YouTube. Then from there, you just kind of, because your mind is open to actually seeing those things, like, or just because you know what the keyword is, then you can start seeing it more. But now I think it's evolved even more with the rise of vertical content, because now it's anybody with a phone can just record something and then post it very quickly on a social media platform. So that's why you have people, who like watch like their mailman, like he comes by every fucking
He's watching me. My
It's
mailman.
other people paranoid because
He's here every day.
already paranoid people looking at paranoid people causes chaos.
Well, it's like
I'm
the
pretty
thing, I think
paranoid.
people- I mean, everyone's saying it was crazy, but they're just like, yeah, the birds are Chinese spies. And then you find out like China
Which
does
is
have,
true.
yeah, China.
Yeah, it's true.
China does have drones that are.
It's true, buddy.
So,
People have the right, and I feel like the gumption to be paranoid in today's times. You know what I mean? I want somebody to gang stalk me. I want to be gang stalked.
I
open up
don't.
the window.
I don't.
Oh my god! Most people see gang stalking as a form of wild conspiracy, so it's easy to discount self-anointed victims as nutcases or boil their struggles down to paranoid delusions, right? It doesn't help when it's a 53-year-old woman without any clothes on, screaming and looking frantic, right? It's easy to assume, okay, well, she's on drugs. What if she's not? Are they actually crazy? What if there's more to the phenomenon than people realize? Today, we're going to talk about real historic gang stalking cases as well as the average everyday people that claim to be targeted. Can I just take like
No.
5?
No.
No.
Take a drink. Read the script. Come on, we have to film 3 more videos today. We're behind schedule already.
Right.
It's 12 p.m. and we have 6 hours of recording.
Okay. If this is the first you've heard of gang stalking, let's get into how it works.
Well,
what
not
makes
really,
the
but...
concept of gang stalking so terrifying is not just being spied on, but being spied on by a large coordinated network of people. Because potential gang stalking perpetrators include the police as well as military, and the situation can be much more terrifying.
And let's be real. If any government is stalking you, it's probably your own. Especially if you're in the United States. Only our government's gonna be stalking us. Only ours. And they are. Maybe not you specifically, but they have your information.
Passing stranger simply staring you down on the street. It's the idea of a collected group of people that are out to get you, right? It's not just it's not one person, it's an organization. It's something that's larger, right? It's Big Brother watching.
They're in the
It's an
trees.
idea that's trying to get you for whatever reason.
Or big sister.
Or big sister. Patricia, big girl, volleyball and softball all-star. They call her ham hock in the locker room. And she never says her full name, Patricia. She either says Trish or Pat. TIs, or targeted individuals, live in constant fear of being followed. This means hyperanalyzing every facial expression and movement the people around them make to ensure they're not part of this malicious network of people out to get them. And there are endless reasons why someone may believe they are being gang stalked. One popular narrative is that the powers that be wish to experiment on innocent people with high-tech mind control technology behind their back, which sounds like schizophrenia. But how do we know it's not schizophrenia?
We don't. Well, you could.
We don't.
No, Dick, we have to show these people empathy. One thing you don't have for me while I'm sick.
Yes, well, I will not have empathy on you. I don't have empathy on schizophrenic.
You're such a kind God, you know that? However, the perpetrators of this act can be just about anyone, from jilted exes to space aliens. That's a big spectrum. Actually, how big of a spectrum is that? An insane
Do y'all
ex-girlfriend,
believe in
jilted
aliens? I personally do. I also believe in ghosts and those things. 'Cause I've seen ghosts. I mean, I lived in a haunted house for like a year, so.
That you don't know their own language, whatever species you've never
Right,
seen. You think so?
Anything in between, because
There's some people in my past where I've been like, I'd go on the fucking UFO.
Alien.
I'd be less shocked. I'd be like, get me out of here.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, which one's more dangerous?
Yeah.
The X. The alien, he just wants to watch.
You think so? Remember that movie Fire in the Sky? It's like
Nope,
a pretty
never
good movie,
watched
but
it.
that scene with when he's on the table and stuff, I don't know how real it is like that. Also, put stuff in you. Why are aliens always wanting to put stuff in you?
Well, because they want to test you.
Do you think that the alien stuff, when people were like, oh, he probed me, was that just because it was men in the 60s or 50s having gay sex and they didn't want to admit it?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Doctor, because of like.
Thank you for the follow.
Like, I was probed by aliens.
Or something.
I was probed.
Should an alien pick me up? Put something in me. He looks outside and he just sees like his boyfriend in the bushes.
It was an alien.
I was gonna say maybe his boyfriend's an alien. Just a little.
How do we know? How do we know?
Jump the border.
Talking about some Kansas guy that's having homosexual tendencies. All of a sudden he meets some guy from the Philippines as if he knows where that is. In the 1940s? Yeah, right. He's probably like, he's from space.
Take me to your leader.
Yeah, take me to your leader.
UFO.
This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. It's a perfect time to reset and refresh your sleep space. And it all starts with investing in a brand new mattress. 1 in 3 adults do not get the right mattress for you.
Oh,
the
yeah.
quiz they have you take is very quick, and your answers lead to your dream. Not invest in a pillow that can customize your body over time. Head to helixsleep.com/popmeat and start.
Fun fact, I literally just bought a actual pillow like yesterday. I sleep on a futon, and for like the past year, I've just been using my like little stuffed animals as pillows. I finally got like a real pillow, so big upgrades
Take advantage of
at
their
the
4th of July
Mistic
exclusive partner offer and get 20% off
household.
site-wide.
Hell
Thank you to
yeah.
Helix Sleep for sponsoring the video. Now back to the video. Gang-siding tactics, as told by the self-reported victims, can often get so complex that it's easy to discount them as lies or symptoms of a psychotic disorder. After all, hallucinations brought on by these disorders can easily make someone feel as if they're being watched. Regardless of their validity, being a TI is exhausting and it can ruin your life through fear and paranoia alone. I mean, people have full-on mental breakdowns. Even if you are not a TI or a targeted individual, the thought of being a TI or targeted individual, I think, would be catastrophic to the mental state. There would never be rest.
No, yeah.
Constant distress.
I'd be constantly paranoid if I thought someone was fucking with me or just watching me all the time.
I'll tell you why I'm constantly paranoid is because I told you I was sick today, and I told you that my wife was helping me, and that you still were insisting on me coming up here and doing this fucking video.
Well,
Thank you for becoming a member over on YouTube. Thank you.
Allison knows
Thank
our
you.
schedule, and you getting sick is not gonna mess it up. You had the entire weekend to rest.
We know your schedule.
What are you talking about? We were at a convention the whole weekend.
Exactly. You could have rested.
I'm supposed to rest during a very busy. Okay, whatever. Though gang stalking is a relatively new phenomenon, there are plenty of historical examples dating back centuries. Often cited as the first example of gang stalking is the case of James Tilly Matthews. Born in 1770 and living in London, James had a long history of imprisonment and subsequent release due to insanity. The first time he was arrested was after the French suspected him of being a double agent during the French Revolution. The next arrest occurred a few years later when he began shouting treason at a lawyer during a debate in the House of Commons. And while living in London, James believed that there was a gang living in a cellar near London Wall using a device he called the heirloom to shoot magnetically charged rays into his body. James' descriptions of this gang and their device were recorded in nearly a book-length psychiatric report written by one of the caretakers at the hospital. According to James, the device supposedly ran off a dog excrement, animal sperm, and putrid human breath. And the gang consisted of Bill the King and his second in command, Jack the Schoolmaster. Below them was a woman dressed as a man dubbed Sir Archie, and the person operating the machine, Glove Woman. The machine had multiple mind control settings, including stone making, lobster cracking, bomb bursting, thigh talking, and James Lee's favorite,
talking.
brain saying. This final setting allegedly forced thoughts into his brain against his will. James also claimed that at one point, the gang implanted a magnet into his brain, which enhanced the heirloom's effects, causing him to laugh uncontrollably and speak nonsense. James also claimed to occasionally encounter the gang in the streets of London. During these encounters, they would pull out and use magnetic batons that would allow them to vanish. James would tell others around him of the gang's work, warning them about the machine and how there were spies living in London. And for years, he would talk about the gang and blame major catastrophes on them until 1814, when he was put in a private asylum. Under the care of doctors at Fox's London house, James' delusions stopped. Though the story is cited as the first cured case of paranoid schizophrenia, the behaviors he exhibited before his treatment are believed to be the earliest recorded instances of someone believing they were being gang stalked. So let me tell you something. If you were able to follow along with that and understand all the shit that just happened, bravo. Which, here's the thing. Is it actually, was it proved that he like did all those things? Because what a colorful life, first off, before, you know, the gang stalking mental illness thing. Also, people living in the sewers in London doesn't seem totally fucking far off to me, dude.
Seems very realistic.
That ran on dog urine and
thank you.
So the part that came up is when I'm like, he is trying to validate these things that he's experiencing. So to me, I can't tell if he has like dog jism, some poo-poo, people are coming up and yelling at him. So he's like, I smell all these things and it's powered by it. The dog doesn't understand that. The animal, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that's a practice back then or whatever, but
maybe he smelled too much dog jizz. It's common in London.
How do you know what dog jizz smells like? It's the 1800s. That's what they did. They collected it for fucking honey and oats or whatever.
What?
You know, I bet you that's a thing. I bet you anything there was a business that probably jacked off an animal, and they're like, you put it in your cereal in the morning. Or it's like,
well, I mean,
toast.
It's like ancient Chinese medicine.
There's a business for jacking off humans, so that's an animal. Would anyone pay to?
I mean, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
I like our
Thank you.
I mean, I don't.
Thank you.
Like
thank you for the flower. Thank you.
It wouldn't be until centuries later that the term gang stalking would officially be coined, and more cases of gang stalking paranoia would be recorded. Ernest Hemingway is one of the most prolific authors of the 20th century, known to billions worldwide. Have you heard of him? Everyone in the comments now, if you actually know who Ernest Hemingway is, say, I know who Ernest Hemingway is.
I don't know what he's done. I just know the name Ernest Hemingway. And for some reason, judging by the images we just saw, I want to say Journey to the Underground or Middle Earth, whatever that book movie thing's called. I don't know why. I think it's related to that, maybe.
Ernest Hemingway is. He's in World of Warcraft. He's a big game hunter.
See, and that's the problem. I'm talking about gang stalking, which also I want to say Ernest Hemingway's gang stalking was real. And now you're like, I know who Ernest Hemingway is. World of Warcraft, methinks? Follower of Arthas, probably? I don't know if that's true, but... In 1961, he would take his own life. However, his death would be surrounded in mystery as the years before were filled with paranoia. 2 years before Ernest Hemingway's death, Hemingway had deep connections to the communist movements in Spain and Cuba. And he would
I was really wrong.
Countries and have contact with government officials.
I was so wrong.
Because of this, Ernest believed that he was being stalked and surveilled by the FBI. And when he hung out with friends, he refused to use his own car or even talk while driving, fearing everything was being taped. He would have to have his friends pull over and wait for cars he suspected of tailing them to pass by.
Holy.
On one occasion, he saw 2 auditors working late inside a bank and believed they were combing through his finances. Hemingway would get up from his table at restaurants, believing the wait staff were agents and some of his interns were federal agents. His paranoia... Sorry, my fucking... Ugh.
No sorry. Come on, keep going.
His paranoia would start to eat away at him at the point where he could hardly function, so he was eventually admitted to a psychiatric facility where he would receive shock therapy. While in the hospital, he would turn on his close friends, believing that they were working for the feds as well. Following his death, people believe that he was simply a psychotic, drunk old man. But it turned...
I wanna know which part of that's real and which is fake. Was it all real? Or was only parts of it real?
Turns out that his paranoia was actually justified. Eventually, the FBI would declassify a 122-page document titled Hemingway Part 1, which went into great detail about the agency's monitoring of his every fucking move. It also hinted that Hemingway may have loosely worked with the FBI while they were fighting against both Spanish and Cuban communists, which the fact that it's labeled Part 1 implies that there are more pages that have even yet to be
released.
So who knows how many parts there are, Nick?
Just the fact that you were working with someone you know what the FBI is capable of, and now you see all the signs, and nobody believes you.
You're working with them. We don't know how his relationship with them ended. Is it poorly? To the point now where he's like, they're gonna fucking kill me.
They're gonna fuck you up.
The severity of like, well, they're not just gonna like assassinate you. They're gonna make you say like, oh, he committed suicide or something, right? In the first pages of the document, the FBI
was
admitted that Hemingway was slightly against working with them and referred to their operations as similar to Nazi Germany's Gestapo. It's not a great page 1 you know.
Well, I mean, they were inspired by us.
Document opener. So no wonder Ernest was fucking like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
I like how it's like, he doesn't agree with our methods. All right.
All right, I guess we're the bad guys then. For decades, people had theorized that Hemingway's paranoia had been genuine, with one theory stating that the Mayo Clinic, which was affiliated with the hospital delivered his shock therapy, might have worked with the FBI directly to fry his brain and reverse his mental state. Who knows how many people have been affected by gang stalking that have gone unnoticed? The only reason that we know what the FBI did to Ernest was that we had a prominent public figure whose files were eventually publicized. But, I mean, the amount of people that you don't know is fucking insane. A few decades after his passing, another author would struggle with the same paranoia caused by a different government agency. Gloria Naylor was a famous author who saw her great success with her releases in the 80s and 90s. In 1996, she would get into an argument with her neighbor who allegedly had a brother working for the National Security Agency. In the following weeks, Gloria claimed that random cars continually drive down her street to watch her house. Out in public, people would begin following her everywhere she went. On airplanes, she noticed people would mimic her every movement, and she believed her phone had been tapped. In an interview, she stated her belief that the government was using technology capable of decoding her brain and reading her thoughts. She would claim this technology caused her to hear certain racist and anti-Semitic phrases on repeat in her head, despite not outwardly feeling that way. All right.
I mean, that's just intrusive thoughts.
That's crazy, but at the same time, it is kind of funny that someone's like, I don't know, they're like,
slur.
I don't actually feel that way, though.
Yeah, just thoughts in my head. Someone's putting those thoughts in my head.
Boy, oh boy, the government's having a field day right now. She fully believed that this was all part of an elaborate surveillance campaign by the NSA. Her final book, 1996, is a fictionalized memoir heavily based on her real-life story. It was received with mixed reviews, with some believing her story, while others remained skeptical. However, there might be some truth to Gloria's story. Before her passing in 2016, there were multiple NSA whistleblowers who exposed the agency for its mass surveillance and program. It was also discovered that in 2008, the U.S. Army received a grant for telepathic technology that could use the brain's electrical activity to transmit messages. I have a feeling that, like, NSA, FBI, whatever, the things that they're actually using, like actually manipulate people, I think it's like it drives them crazy, but then the effects of that cause people to like, I don't think that like they're like, okay, well, we're gonna shoot a ray, it's gonna make you think a certain way. I have a feeling that like it fucks their brain up and then their brain formulates whatever, you know. I don't believe that they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna shoot this and now you have anti-Semitic and racist ideologies. I think that it just probably fucking jumbles your brain or something.
They could just torture you to do that. They could just, you know, torture you probably and get that mindset going. They don't need to raise for that.
Like, yeah, we're testing something on you, and they just had like a microwave pointed at your brain, frying you. Yeah. They think it's doing X, but it's actually causing you to hallucinate.
I don't know any of that shit. All I know is like I feel like if you condition somebody enough to their brain, I feel like you can like fuck with their brain chemistry. Gang stalking isn't just limited to government bodies. Companies can perform it as well. In 2019, eBay faced criminal charges that led to $3 million in fines after an unhinged harassment campaign. Ina and David Steiner were
I reacted to a video on that. That was crazy. They like sent like a dead pig or something. I forget. But it was crazy.
Writers for E-commerce Bites, a newsletter focusing on e-commerce companies. Ina had written a story about a lawsuit where eBay accused Amazon of stealing its business by poaching its sellers. In it, she lightly criticized eBay CEO Devin Winnig's business strategies. eBay executives had already taken note of Ina's inflammatory newsletter when she previously mocked Devin's insane income and how little he paid his employees. According to the court documents, after Ina wrote the second story, Devin's communications chief, Steve Weimer, messaged another high executive, James Bowell. In his messages, he would state, and I quote,
"If you're ever going to take her down, now is the
time.
Biased troll who needs to get burned down. This sparked what would be a month-long gang stalking campaign that escalated with each passing day. eBay had its own intelligence agents within the company led by James Bowell. With his new marching orders from Weimer, he began using the team to harass and stalk the couple. And shortly after the memo was put out, people within the team started creating fake Twitter accounts to send death threats to the couple, dox them, and encourage people to sexually assault Ina.
What?
I don't remember that part.
Courage.
Jesus.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's insane the fact too they're just like, what, eBay? Not long after the harassment online began, Bow's team started sending physical packages to the Steiner household. These packages included a bloody pig mask, funeral wreaths, a book titled Grief Diaries, Surviving the Loss of a Spouse, and insects including live spiders, fly larvae, and cockroaches. They even began sending pornographic magazines to their neighbor's house with David's name on them. This is all like some Scientology shit. It has like, how do we know that it's fucking eBay and Scientology are in cahoots, dude? Also, it's a newsletter. I mean, like, who the fuck actually, who read it? I mean, I guess just the CEO to be like, how dare they? I'm the CEO of eBay. I'm not gonna stand for something.
Y'all going down.
Flying off and say that people go tweet that you're gonna sexually assault her. Yes. Realizing the couple wasn't intimidated, Weimer became also Chads. Realizing the couple wasn't intimidated, they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What? Weimer became enraged and told Baugh,
I want to see ashes.
Lower.
Do whatever it.
Lower.
Oh.
I
want to see ashes. I want to see ashes.
That's insane behavior.
Do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes.
Every day.
This launched stage 2 of their campaign against the Steiners. Members of Bowles' team began surveilling their home and following the couple around. The company also began creating fake Craigslist ads under Steiner's names, claiming they were having swinger parties and estate sales at their homes. DoorDash drivers would endlessly deliver pizzas to their home, and eventually, Bowles employees began straight up doxing their street address. The entire time, both Ina and David were petrified by what was going on. They would tell family and friends about it and repeatedly find themselves
over some
taking pictures of random cars
reviews
outside their home, fearing for their safety. The Steiners would get an investigator involved who combed tirelessly through all the information they had and had found some interesting links. First, he found that all the pizza payments were made with a gift card from Silicon Valley near eBay headquarters.
Not suspicious at all.
It didn't take much digging for the investigator to find some information on both Bao and one of his employees, Veronica Z. Not only did he find their phone numbers, but he learned that the two were staying at a hotel at the Ritz-Carlton. When the investigator attempted to confront them at the Carlton, they were already gone and headed to the airport. He attempted to call them, but Bao would pretend to be Z's husband and would play dumb. In time, the FBI would get involved, and Bao's team began scrambling to create a fake stalker to frame. They also began fabricating personal dossiers on the Steiners to try to cover their tracks while also making the couple look bad. Members of Bao's team even attempted to find a friendly police officer in the Bay Area that would falsify security camera footage to try and back up their side of the story. eBay's legal team had also gotten involved and launched a full internal investigation. Despite Bao's attempts at having his employees delete incriminating evidence of their stalking, everything was eventually brought to light. In the following weeks, the intelligence agents under Bao would be fired. Bao himself would be put on administrative leave, and Weimer would be fired as well.
Administrative
leave. The CEO would
leave.
resign and receive a $57 million exit package. $50 million in an exit package. Fuck you. In 2020, the U.S. Department of Justice charged several employees with multiple counts of cyberstalking, conspiracy, and witness tampering. Each charge carried a potential 1 to 5 years in prison. Which the CEO, guess what, was never charged with anything.
Of course not.
Shocker. In addition to the sentencing,
He's too
eBay
rich.
had to pay $3 million and agreed to be monitored by the government for 3 years. The Steiners also filed a civil lawsuit that was recently adjourned for an undisclosed amount, which $3 million bucks, that's not enough. Not when the fucking CEO's getting a $57 million fucking exit package. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Look online today and you'll see that gang stalking is still very prevalent. In fact, feelings of fear and paranoia are only worse now that countless online communities exist that feed into a person's every delusion. Those who are deeply affected by supposed gang stalking are often heavily involved in these online echo chambers, leading to wild posts that get treated as completely reasonable across Facebook, Reddit, and other online forums. Among these posts, nothing can be a simple coincidence. Even a bug found crawling from the wall must be a surveillance bug there to document their conversation and movements. Other creators dedicate their entire careers to exposing their supposed gang stalking, often by just filming their everyday lives and interpreting everyone's movements as suspicious in some way. Similar to how people online will trick internet lolcows into destroying their lives for content, commenters on these videos will confidently assure them what's happening is 100% real in order to keep the content rolling. One of the most insane cases of this is seen in Yoshikazu Iwama. Yoshi was known online and within the community as a peculiar man that was convinced he was being followed and monitored by a town filled with stalkers.
Why do I recognize that
name? He would bring his
name?
digital camera everywhere he went and would diligently film and upload videos under the name Ayuyo 700. These videos often consisted of him making strangers uncomfortable, and he wouldn't shy away from extreme acts like spraying up elementary schools across the street or even chasing down high school students on his bike. He was very often arrested for his crimes. After filming a heated interaction with 2 young neighbors who were fed up with his behavior, the video was posted and went viral, leading to Yoshi becoming a hot topic across the internet. Because he was so comfortable filming his neighborhood, people were easily able to track down his home, and what followed was real-life harassment that would escalate from throwing trash on his doorstep to costume men scaring him, filling his house with smoke, and even visiting his ill father at the hospital as well as his gravesite once he passed away. Swarms of people came to mess with his lawn, dance for a security camera, and scream at him for long periods of time, knowing he'd upload the footage, which was exactly what they wanted. Many streamers would offer support to Yoshi by interviewing him and helping him pay off his bills, and the harassment had calmed down significantly as time went on. It's clear that this man was simply struggling mentally, and people used his fear of being stalked for content. Ironically, these fans basically became the real-life gang stalkers Yoshi was previously made fun of for believing in. Which is just
imitates
life. Well, that's the thing, though. Once you get into that lol count territory, once you get into that territory where people, for some reason, have this like vendetta against you, I always find that these people that are obsessed with like trolling people online are just as like mentally fucking disturbed as the other people. You get this gratification of tearing down someone that bad. But also too, I mean, I don't know. There's a thing of being like when you're young, you're like, haha, that's funny. But to actually proactively go somewhere, fucking visit someone's ill father, go to his gravesite afterward, I don't know,
yeah, that's insane.
it's just fucking crazy, man. It's difficult to just believe a lot of these stories at face value, but sometimes it doesn't seem too far-fetched when you look at the past. When mind control experiments like MK Ultra are a well-known part of CIA history, it's not crazy to assume that there's at least desire by those in power to control the minds of people in some way. Today, there are so many cases of potential gang stalking that online groups form solely just to investigate and understand them. While the concept of powerful people tapping into your phones and cameras isn't really that shocking anymore, some people certainly take it to the extremes. In the majority of these cases, you're likely not being followed, and you should be careful choosing the communities you inhabit, because they might just feed into the dangerous false narratives that you've constructed for yourself. So for the love of God, if you think something's happening, seek help. And if there's a schizophrenic person or a mentally disturbed person on your Instagram story, don't fucking don't feed into it. All right?
Don't
Let
say
the
nothing.
person be. Just scroll. the world would be a better place, Nick.
I like, comment, and support them.
Well, until next time, I am getting out of here, and I'm gonna go probably sleep for a bit because I am very sick and I don't feel well. So.
Well, I already told you we have more videos to record.
You will suffer through those videos. But comment down below. The birds are robots. I don't know. Yeah. Until next time, bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Wow. Okay. I need to stand up for a little bit. I need to stretch because it has been 2-something hours. I need to do a little bit of stretching just for a second. So I can do some more. Crack my back. And then we're good to go. Wow. Cool. Bumped into the mic. Okay, there we go. Let's see what the next one is. Wow. K-pop. Okay. I am not up to date with anything K-pop. I have not even seen that K-pop animation movie. Haven't seen that. Have any of y'all seen that movie? Is it good? I wouldn't know. Let me reset my thing. There we go. Okay. I just don't watch movies, so I don't ignore that. I don't bother watching movies anymore. I haven't seen Obsession. I haven't seen any K-pop movie. I haven't seen any of that stuff. The last new movie I think I saw I don't even know. The last time I saw a movie in theaters was like Chicken Little, Chicken Stewart, something along that lines, or like Frozen 1, whichever one's newer. I have not seen movies in a hot minute, so I don't know what's gonna be covered in this video. I am not up to date on any cultural stuff. So I probably should watch that stuff just for like the content aspect, but I can't be bothered. I also I don't even finish shows that I really like, because I think I'm on like season 2 of Dexter, like a year or two ago. Just never finished it. I really want to finish that show. I really liked it, but I'm so bad at finishing shows and movies and animes and mangas. I just never finish anything. Yeah. Hello. I really want to finish that show, at least until like season 3 or 4, because I already know. Why would I get grossed out? Huh? But I really want to finish at least another season or 2 of Dexter, even though I already know some of the spoilers, unfortunately, because I mean, I've seen like random clips of it, so it's inevitable, but I want to finish that show so bad. And the new one I keep seeing clips of. I want to finish that. I want to finish that show so bad. Season 1 was so good. I don't know if it gets worse. I've heard it does. I hated Lila, or whatever her name is. That British woman. Hated her so much. We're so off topic. Back to K-pop. Something I know literally zero about. This is my zero symbol. Zero. Do I have captions on? There we go. I don't know why it turns off after like every video. But okay. YouTube intro. I am starting to get a little bit hungry. I have not had a full meal. Only snacks. Okay. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today, I'm watching a video by Papa Meat. I don't like that intro. I'm starting over. You know, we were doing good. I made it 3 videos, I think, without restarting. So that's a new record. I didn't think it was possible. I accidentally closed something. There we go. Okay. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today I'm watching a video by Papa Meat, K-pop's deadly obsession. I'm guessing this is about, like, idol culture. I don't really know much about K-pop. I haven't even watched the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. Haven't watched that. So I'm very unaware of whatever this is going to be referencing. But let's get into it. Wow.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm good.
Today we're going to be talking about the most powerful subculture in the world, K-pop stands.
All I know is, like, idols can't date, which kinda somewhat applies to, like, VTuber culture, but if I'm dating someone, y'all would know. I could not shut up about my crush when I had one. So if I was dating someone, y'all would fucking know. Holy, that's loud. Hell yeah. What kind of burger was that?
We all know that K-pop artists are essentially treated like gods in South Korea. Let's be honest, the majority of the world at this point, with the success of K-pop Demon Hunters,
never seen it.
Also Gangnam Style.
The one thing I know.
He brought it in. That came out of nowhere. Gangnam Style? I have no idea. You have
Love
no
that
idea
song.
the cultural impact that had.
What is he up to now?
Dude, he's still selling out stadiums. It's insane. Every time I see a vertical video of a Psy concert, I want to go. They shoot that motherfucker up on the stage, and I'm like, it's a sold-out arena. What I wouldn't give. I don't want to go to one in the States, though. Take me to Korea. Well, a certain part of Korea.
Yeah,
it's the southernmost part of Korea, I'll go. If we venture up to the middle a bit, I'm going to be like, I'm not going any further. Yeah.
I'd like to visit the middle.
No. We all know that K-pop artists are essentially treated like gods in South Korea,
right.
Meaning those that criticize them are often the subject of some pretty insane and toxic treatment.
I ain't say nothing bad.
It's very similar to any extreme subculture, I would say from personal experience, the Swifties or whatever, but I'm wondering, do you think K-pop, at least it used to be,
I'm
K-pop
waving
stands
my white
were
flag.
the biggest butt of the joke on the internet. Now I feel like it might be Swifties now. Like, do you think K-pop stands are as prevalent like Swiftie hate now?
I feel like Swiftie hate's taken over. K-pop was like...
I feel like Ariana Grande fans are kind of a little big right now. They're a little unhinged. I'm not gonna say anything about her.
I also feel like K-pop
I'm a
now
little
has become
scared,
so normalized as well that it's like accepted.
People understand they've taken the K-pill.
Yeah, well now it's like people just being like, actually I will flick my beans at this guy, or like, you're like, oh my god, they're so hot. That thing. You know,
I mean,
versus
yeah,
now,
they're
other people are
hot,
like, what
but
is this music?
Jesus.
Like, why are you so attached to these people? Blah blah. Journalists often have to walk on eggshells, facing death threats and potential doxing for daring to cover these pop stars in a way fans deem unfavorable. It doesn't matter if they're critical or giving praise. There will always be a group of fans boiling with rage over their coverage. Even in the world of politics, their strength in numbers can do legitimate damage to those that get on their bad side. I mean, in 2020, K-pop communities banded together to anger Donald Trump by RSVPing to his Tulsa rally, only to not show up day of. This resulted in a staggeringly low turnout with only 6,000 attendees seated in the 20,000 capacity venue. Look at that ghost town. Should not have upset our great leaders. You know what? That's the double-edged sword, though, right? When you're kind of starting out, you want to be on YouTube, or you want to do anything in entertainment where you want fans, or you would like some kind of praise, right? You desperately want an audience. I want an audience, right? And the bigger you get, the worse they are. Too parasocial. Also, the younger they are. Gotta watch out. But the more where it's also like when you tap into that rabid.
If you get parasocial with me, bad. Bad.
like 12-year-old fans, that's cataclysm. End of days. I mean, look at it. Every large fan base that is in that realm.
I am 18 plus.
Why is that? Why is that? Is that just because it's gone so far out of like the realm of the creator to them, and it's like such a personal identified thing to themselves that they no longer, it's more the fans than it is the creators?
I think it's entitlement. They're so young and they're going through puberty and stuff, they don't understand. They have very strong emotions towards things. So when they love something, they love it, and then when they get disappointed, they're going to tear it apart because
why'd you kill this thing?
There's no filter for them too.
Keep that promise.
It's extremes on both sides. That's usually also why you see a lot of discourse anyways with like, this is the best episode I've ever seen in my life, or that's the worst thing ever. Why would you do that? There's never a thing where it's like, oh, okay. Even K-pop artists themselves are at the mercy of their fans, often being brutally targeted by the people that obsess over them most. When K-pop stands mobilize, there's no telling what kind of hell is coming your way. I'm here to make the case that you don't ever want to fuck with K-pop stands. If you're new to the K-pop chaos and are curious about just how powerful the stands are, look no further than K-pop demon hunters. That was one of the main reasons we wanted to make this video was I had my nieces and nephews come over, and those kids watched K-pop demon hunters. I think it was 4
I know the
songs. I want to preface that I was not watching them. Everybody was like a little family gathering. And every time I come in, I'd be like, didn't you guys just watch this? Oh yeah, you put it back on.
My little soda pop.
Room, come back, hear that golden song four times. You're just like. This video is sponsored by Fume, the leaders in flavored air. Fume is a flavored air device that's designed to help people quit vaping and smoking by breaking the hand-to-mouth pattern. Cravings can come in when the question is whether you're ready to take the first step. Addiction is really good at saying later, don't let it. Grab this offer while it's available.
Hell yeah.
So head to tryfume.com/PopaMeat.
And the code that appears in a few seconds.
Use code PopaMeat.
Use that code.
Hell yeah. Today. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring the video. Now back to the video. This animated musical released last year, quickly becoming the most viewed film on Netflix of all time. Many people, even some between the ages of 30 and 40, have admitted to watching the movie repeatedly during the weeks following its release. During the sing-along theater showing of the movie, people were losing their minds during any scene that included characters from the fictional boy band, the Saja Boys.
Is that how it's pronounced?
It didn't take long for K-pop fans, new and old, to obsess over the film. One fanfiction site, Archive of Your Own, reported nearly 4,000 K-pop Demon Hunter posts were made less than a month after its release. And the insane commercial success led to an endless sea of Demon Hunter branded products flying off the shelves and into consumer hands, just like the Chicken McNugget sauce at McDonald's.
God, that second picture is disgusting.
All right, let's not shame the person for eating a little K-pop Demon Hunter sandwich.
It looks like that.
At one point, McDonald's collaborated with Netflix to create both the Saja Boys breakfast meal and the
McDonald's
Hunter X meal. The Hunter X meal. Huntrix meal. Is that what it's called?
That's their band. The girls.
I forget his name.
Oh, the Huntrix meal. Okay, the girls' band. The latter of which comes with a putrid-looking purple-colored demon sauce that is now flooding eBay for obnoxious prices. We saw something similar with their Szechuan sauce, the Rick and Morty fame.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Grimace. It reminds me of the Grimace shake.
That come inside these meals, grown adults are buying them nonstop and choking down the food, even though they're sick of eating them. At least that's what they say. Oh, I hate eating this.
Oh, yeah, so bad.
Like Anime Expos have created shrines in honor of Jinu, a character that dies at the end of the film.
Spoilers.
What the fuck? I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, sorry. Oops. Hope we didn't. Uh-oh. The shrine includes a marriage certificate.
Someone married him. I know that was a big discourse. Everyone was just like, why did he have to die?
Wasn't he? Aren't they evil? Aren't they demons?
Yeah, he was a demon. But so is the main girl. She's part demon.
That's
Spoilers?
She's Blade. She's Blade.
Question mark?
Exactly. But she's got like the tattoos.
But she's Blade.
Everyone's like, they wish they had a happy ending and had babies and yada yada yada.
Oh, so they wanted the Blade woman and the demon guy to...
They were meant for each other.
Oh, but did she kill him?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. He either sacrifices himself or because the demon dies, he dies.
Spoiler.
I've heard good things. Any fandom is going to have its fair share of gooners, and K-pop demon hunters is no different. Entire subsections of the community that have been made that focus on asking the big questions. Things like, you're locked in a room with Rumi. What would you do? Or, what are the Huntrix girls' favorite sex positions? Things that you'd wish would stay private, but yet leak into the public world. With any kind of gooner content we always make, you're always just like, it could have just been kept to yourself. You know? One of the most depraved things we're seeing with Demon Hunter phenomenon is the birth of pregnancy content. And let me tell you, friends, this is not anything new.
Yeah, it is not new. Oh, of course. I remember the Elsa and Spider-Man thing. Elsa and Jack Frost, is that his name? This is nothing new. I remember 2010's YouTube.
But it's interesting. It really is that quote of for those who don't understand, if you don't know history, then history is doomed to repeat itself.
Yeah.
And with vor and
Those who don't know
it seems that history is
doomed
forgotten
to
far too
repeat.
often. Similar to the Elsagate controversy that emerged around a decade ago, people are making strange and vaguely sexual content. While tons of YouTubers have made videos about characters from the movie being pregnant, they're often just standard skit or challenge videos, which I still don't understand why you need that. You could have the K-pop thing, I get that, because these are all like the kid-centric. For people that don't remember Elsagate 2, it was Spider-Man and Elsa. They were made by Prank, that Prank channel. They were popular. So Ethan Bradbury? Pretty sure it's them. It was the thing where it was like kids content, but it would be like vaguely sexual. It was huge though, like gigantic. This is before also the whole COPPA Act came into YouTube and all the, like, before there was like a YouTube Kids and blah blah blah.
Right.
But now we're seeing that. And I'm always wondering why is it that the fetishization goes towards children's content in this way? What is the appeal there? Because I know that they present it in a way where it's innocent and silly, but the subtext around it is.
I just don't know.
I think because just kids watch anything, and I feel like I've heard kids channels make a lot more, and like Minecraft, Minecraft versions of this kind of thing is very common for some reason. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Watching it, maybe there's a fascination kids have with it.
Well, because it's definitely younger than 12. It feels like it's for younger than 12,
Right,
right?
like 4-year-olds.
Clicking into the shorts.
I mean, when I was younger, I used to watch. I don't know if these still exist. Like, I don't know if YouTube, exterminated these videos, but I used to watch a lot of kissing prank videos gone wrong. I used to watch a lot of those. Hopefully, I really hope all of those were staged, but I used to watch a lot of those.
However, you'll find all sorts of bizarre AI slop content that have an insane amount of views, with many revolving around pregnancy. One, for example, shows the members of the Saja Boys trying out a pregnancy simulator at the mall, only to lead into a montage of them being legitimately distraught over the pains of bearing a child. The 4-year-olds are gonna love this. The K-pop Demon Hunters craze isn't going anywhere. That's great for K-pop fans, right? Wrong! The truest of fans actually resent the movie's soundtrack for surpassing their favorite idols on the charts. How dare they?
Actually, that's a big thing. A lot of people say it's not even K-pop. It's English.
Yeah, exactly.
Some Korean sprinkled in.
They have a little dash of Korean. Actually, that's the fucking smart thing that K-pop does. It's all Korean, and then all they have to do is just say like 2 English words, and that's how you connect.
Or you're like songs in English, and then the chorus is in English. So you get
so you have the earworm part in English.
Like, oh.
Exactly.
It also helps that it's either beautiful women or beautiful men singing it.
Well, it does help that it's these doll-like people singing at me. I remember I was also fascinated in this subject for a video because I kept on my Instagram reels for some reason. I keep getting fed. It's like all these people will be on a stage, and it'll be in front of a live audience. And then the guys will be sitting there, and the camera will zoom in on one of their faces, and they'll be like, and then the crowd will go, oh, very nice, and it'll cut to the next guy. Oh, and I think it's supposed to be like they're so cute. It reminds me a lot of like the Ed Sullivan Show with the Beatles. Like it feels that archaic and old, where it's just like, aren't they handsome ladies? And the girls like lose their minds. Having a passionate, devoted fan base can be great in many ways, but things get much more bleak when you delve into the life of a K-pop idol. The process of becoming an idol is a grueling one that takes up years of your life. This can be quite alarming when you take into account that many idols debut at as young as 14 years old. And that's
fucking insane.
Those motherfuckers are getting plucked up off the streets. Young, that's the weird thing. The weird thing is like, which it might be the same in America. It probably is the same in America, but it's I guess it's the Justin Bieber effect too. But it's like an agency will literally look at like an 11-year-old and be like, you know what, you're a cute kid. I think that you'd
get surgery,
be a K-pop idol.
Get surgery,
like, and then you
get surgery. No dating,
you're
no dating.
Crafted into this star. That's like, we're gonna make this many albums. You're gonna be in this group.
Get surgery.
It's very odd, but it does feel almost like like literally like in Korea. It's like, hey, come here. You want to be a K-pop idol? It feels like that, almost that secretive.
I bet it's the parents too.
Yeah, dude, it's the same. Exactly. Exactly. At the end of the day, you just have to look at the parents and be like, what the hell is this?
Stuff.
You wouldn't sell your child to become a K-pop
Of course I would, Nick. Of course I would, but I have to pretend I wouldn't. Agencies tend to prioritize the most youthful-looking people, believing they attract the largest audience while also being the easiest to mold into the perfect talent. Children who set their sight on this kind of stardom basically end up deprived of a normal childhood, opting to focus on rigorous training rather than socializing with their friends. But to those that do want to sacrifice this precious time, becoming a K-pop idol is basically like winning the goddamn lottery. The first step is becoming a trainee,
until you
which means
can't
beating
date
hundreds of
on,
thousands
you
of
gotta
auditioners
starve
who are
and get
working
surgery.
tirelessly to stand out amongst the rest, right? And once you become a
And can't
trainee,
have
you enter an
personality.
exhausting process meant to prepare you for your eventual debut as an artist. This means long days, training choreography, vocal skills, language skills, modeling skills, acting skills, all alongside hefty media training. Idols have admitted that you eventually start moving without any sleep over time. That's fun. Every aspect of your life becomes managed by the entertainment company, including your physical appearance, and one trainee admitted feeling that the program ruined her life and caused her to develop an eating disorder after only 8 months. Yeah, dude. You kidding me?
Yeah, there's a huge eating disorder problem in South Korea.
100%. There's a lot of content too online that focuses on these trainees, I believe, that are doing like smaller gigs, and they have like smaller fandoms so far and stuff. But there's so many. It's insane when you think about actually the amount, which I guess that's the same with any other musician on earth, but just like the amount of groups or idols that are trying to be out there. It's crazy.
Yep.
You know, that was
Only
the one
so many can be
criticism I saw a lot
popular.
of K-pop, or in the Demon Hunter movie. They're
Yeah.
eating too much food. They're like, if this was a real K-pop band, they would eat nothing.
Oh, don't worry, the managers would
Yeah.
finish off very quickly.
I hope y'all know I will eventually date someone. So prepare for that. It's so insane watching idols or like VTubers get canceled for that shit. They're real people. They have romantic lives. Unfortunately, I don't, but that doesn't mean I won't ever have it.
Yeah, but it's cute anime, and you have to do that,
They
right?
eat the ramen noodles like this. And they get a little cat face. Meow.
I also like ramen. Yeah, that's my engorged fat ass watches. She looks just like me.
I
Depending on
like
contract, leaving
ramen.
because of the harsh conditions can put you in a nightmarish amount of debt. Whether they successfully debut or you quit the program, many artists are forced to pay back the money a K-pop agency pours into their training, which is so fucked up. It's so
That's
fucked up.
crazy.
Like you should get the surgery.
It's like
X, Y, and Z. Also,
Bishojo.
like live with us. They're probably charging like rent. To where if you do leave, it's like, hey, here's the bill for all the money that we put into you.
It's like in the United Arab Nation. What's the big tower in
Hmm.
Middle East?
Dubai.
Dubai. There you go. They would go to like India and they'd get people to hop on a train, be like, "We'll come and you'll make X amount a week or whatever," not letting them know that like the boarding's not free and that weekly allowance is actually like their lodging and food. So then they get stuck in these huge contracts and they're like 100 miles away from their home and they're just trapped.
Well,
in
that
Dubai.
sucks.
And then once they're done with their project, they're just homeless. So
Damn. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for that.
I always thought that the people do that because then, one, it makes you reliant on the company to where then they probably get like super cheap labor of like, okay, well, I'll pay off my thing. So then you can hire them back and you get super cheap labor. Or in this case, it's a cult-like mentality for K-pop idols where it's like, well, you could do that and be dead, or you could just kind of go through with the idol thing and try to make it big. Because all the K-pop like record labels and stuff, all they want to do is like hedge their bets.
Exactly.
It's the sea turtle method. You make a bunch of sea turtles hoping that they get to the ocean. If not, might be a couple that drop along the way, but you can at least exhaust it to no end and monetize it until you can't anymore.
and you squeeze them for every penny they have.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, you monetize it until there is
You
absolutely no
squeeze
drops left.
'em.
One artist admits that a majority of her time was spent throwing her paychecks at an absurd $150,000 debt that she accrued. This all means to say that the life of an aspiring K-pop idol is wrought with grueling health risks, financial troubles, and endless criticism. And that's before we even consider the toll it takes on your mental health. Also, you gotta watch out for falling monitors. I don't know if anybody forgot that video. Holy shit. I remember when I saw that, that fucked me up. That is a crystal clear video. Well, whatever ended up happening to him.
I think he got paralyzed.
That's horrible. But even after dealing with
No
those
clue
toxic
that
agencies,
happened.
you may arrive on the other side just to realize that your new adoring fans are just as, if not even more predatory than the fucking people who made you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passionate stands out there, and left unchecked, this passion can quickly turn into a unhealthy obsession. The companies that run these idol groups actively feed their fans creepy obsessions. Members of the group God, for example, were pushed to sell merchandise infused with their own DNA. A DNA necklace became incredibly popular.
I
with the
ain't
fans,
doing
proving
that.
Every aspect of an
Don't
idol's
even
life had
ask.
potential to be monetized.
I ain't
Literally,
doing
said,
that.
My blood. Yes.
What do you think? People were thinking like, "Oh, it's that DNA."
Maybe. There could probably, you could decipher that your own way. I bet a lot of people are like, oh, it's cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'll do that.
Take their spit.
I bet you anything, people were like, you would have some fucking
No.
people being like, I want to clone him. I'm going to clone and make my own, and then I can do whatever I want to it. And you're like, you ever hear somebody say something like that? Oh, if I had their DNA, like, no, not necessarily this, but like, oh, I wish I had a clone of them. You're like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Abuse.
Yeah, it's
Well, I mean,
weird.
it's just be like, I'm going to hit them around and just do whatever I want to them.
But they had no conscience, so it was morally, there's no
It's
ethics.
also makes it even worse. It's like this just vacant life. Like, it's just a vacant living thing.
A soulless
But
husk.
he loves me. He gives me kisses and does
You
my
love me, right? She's like moving his jaw. Yes, I love you.
Do they still perform the K-pop dances perfectly?
On strings.
On
You,
strings.
you
My
can get
little
you can get a
soda
pulley system
pop.
that does it all for you. She's in the back like pulling this rope, and it's just like,
I think if it doesn't have a soul, you're fine to do whatever you want with it.
okay, seriously.
Okay,
Don't just
Nick.
watch their favorite
Okay.
idols. They want to talk to them and be their friend. I'm still just getting over the soul line. There's like a very creepy religious subtext to that too. Well, if they don't have a soul, then you can do whatever. This, however, is likely to never happen, so they've created an app to capitalize on this desire. It's called Bubble and allows fans to have one-on-one conversations with chatbots of their favorite idols. Basically monetizing AI bots to just be like, I love your music. After downloading the app, you get tickets that allow you to start a conversation with an idol of your choice. Once you choose an idol, they'll send you a personal message to start the conversation. And after the chat starts, the bot will occasionally send their message about their day or song recommendations, making sure to use your name throughout the conversation.
I read that in a book. It's how to win friends and influence people.
You read that book?
Yeah.
Why?
I wanted to learn how to meet friends.
Okay. Well, that's a very, that's a fair, I guess, answer to that. I don't know why it sounded manipulative at first.
Well, it's a business book.
Okay.
One of the tricks is like when you introduce yourself, repeat their name and make sure to say their name.
Tyler, nice to meet you, man. I'm Nick.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mystic. I'm Mystic. Oh, you're Mystic? I'm Mystic. Wow. We're great friends now, right?
Hey, Tyler, what do you do? Like, keep repeating your name.
Tyler, that is awesome idea. I love that. Yeah.
Because then they feel like
Mystic. I love that.
Cares about me. Yeah.
Man, said my name like 70 times.
And then at the end of it, be like, hey, good talking to you, Tyler. We'll stay in touch. And they'll be like, we will stay in touch.
That book did wonderful, man. You're like, yeah, I read it like 4 times. On rare occasions, the idol will send quick voice memos or discuss their mental struggles with fame.
I felt ugly. I felt gay.
I don't know if I want that. So get me out. Just soon.
See, I feel like I'm like their therapist, and I feel special. I'm like, no, you gotta keep going. I know.
Oh my God!
I know.
If a K-pop idol was just like, I'm in pain, in misery, please help me, you'd be like, no.
No, you're so sexy. You're so sexy.
Picture your panties.
I will say you are gaining a bit of weight.
Ooh, stop eating. No. N-O-E-A-T-I-N-G. Thank you.
You're jumping around. I can see your belly fat kind of jiggling. And it makes me want to throw up. But the app isn't flawless. The frequency of these messages differs from idol to idol, as some will send multiple in one day, while others only send one message per month. And on the off chance that the idols do text back, they rarely ever give a proper response. Fans will tell the bot that they are excited for the new upcoming album, only for the idol to reply that they haven't eaten anything that day. How do we know these aren't real?
How do we
Hell
know
yeah, it is.
a chat bot?
Hell yeah.
It sounds like these are the real people.
I'm hungry.
Hey, I'm really excited for the album. Please feed me. Send Apple to this address. However, despite this ruining immersion, it seems that fans don't really mind. One person states,
I often ask my idol, what did you have for lunch? On Bubble. Typically, his replies are totally unrelated to my question. But once he replied, I had pasta. I guess many...
What'd you have for lunch? I have a depression. I don't want to be an idol anymore. I want pasta. I had pasta. Yummy, yum, yum.
about it too, but who cares? That moment, I just felt so
Thank
happy.
you for the
thinking that you responded
follow.
to
Thank you,
me.
thank you.
That's sad for both parties.
Hello.
The chat bot.
I do. The one time
I am good. I'm good.
I am hungry.
I am hungry.
I want pasta.
For some fans,
Pasta.
talking to an AI version of their favorite singer isn't enough. A select group will go to any length necessary to get close to the real deal. Shortly after BTS singer Jin finished his mandatory military service, he hosted a hugathon where he would sing and give select fans a chance to hug him. I have a feeling that was not his idea.
Y'all are never hugging me. Y'all are never hugging me. No, no, no. I hate hugs. No. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I hate hugs.
People being like, now you're gonna hug thousands of people.
I'm hungry.
No, no, no.
A woman from Japan traveled all the way to Seoul, South Korea to see her idol, but she wasn't going home empty-handed. Once it was her turn, she ran up to Jen and kissed him on the cheek before running away. Following the event, the woman would post on her blog saying she kissed him on the neck and his skin was very soft. This fucking outraged fans so much that one filed a criminal complaint with the South Korean police, and now a joint investigation is being opened with the Japanese police to find and arrest the woman for sexual harassment. Nick, open up the floor because I know you have something to say.
Oh,
do you
no.
think that
Nick,
peck on the
no.
cheek, during a hugathon
No.
is worth sexual harassment charges?
Oh, is it worth it? Yes. That's still sexual harassment.
Dude, I don't think, and nobody should be open to anyone physically touching them in a way that they don't want, obviously. But if you have a hugathon, so it does, it runs off.
You develop cold sores the next day.
Exactly. Or you put a box on your head. Then everyone can kiss the box.
Or you have a dummy of
For $1 million. For $1 million.
yourself. Kiss the dummy.
Yeah, he's holding the dummy while they hug him.
Yeah. Kiss the dummy, hug me.
Obsessive fans come in all shapes and sizes, and for every K-pop fan hopelessly obsessed with an idol, there's a fan that absolutely despises them. These people are referred to as anti-fans. Most anti-fans conduct themselves online by criticizing and harassing K-pop artists. For example, Seattle-born artist J-Bomb from K-pop group 2PM was hit with a petition titled "J-Bomb should commit suicide." It had over 3,000 signatures, along with various vitriolic comments from anti-fans. And this came after a controversy regarding unearthed posts from his MySpace made during the trainee days. The post read things like, Korea is gay. I hate Koreans. I want to go back to the States again. Korea's whack. But everyone thinks I'm the illest rapper when I suck nuts at rapping. Granted. I don't think that warrants 3,000 people to suggest the man should kill himself, but that's just me. I don't know. The life of a K-pop star is never easy. On one end, you have fans who are clawing for your attention, and on the other, you have people who want to see you on your deathbed. Believe it or not, there are people out there that are far more intense than anti-fans. So much so that they have their own name. A sasang is the final tier of obsessed fans. These people are stalking their idols' every move and going way beyond parasocial boundaries to appease their lust for their favorite singers. A big part of stalking K-pop stars is not just knowing their personal location, but also owning an item connected to them. In 2019, the group NCT 127 was traveling the U.S. and playing in Houston when some stalkers got into their tour bus.
We're inside the NCT tour bus and we're making their beds.
They didn't break in. They simply asked the bus driver if they could go inside, and he let them in.
Why?
Hello? Once in the bus, they rummaged through their personal belongings, crawled into their beds, and stole their tissues from the trash. One of the stalkers even stayed at the same hotel as the group and followed them in the streets. In one case, a fan broke into an idol's dorm and stole his piss.
What?
I gotta have it. A fan of the group
How does that even
had somehow
happen?
located where the group was staying
flush?
and broke into one of the members' rooms. After finding nothing of value, they saw an unflushed toilet filled with urine and bottled it up before leaving. When they got home, they froze the pee so it wouldn't spoil and got on Twitter and tried to start selling it. Also, do you believe that? Or is it just his piss? Unless there was a video of him like breaking in and being like, shh. At what point, how many times are they just like, I have a piece of their hair? Like gimmicky shit, they're like, oh yeah, these obsessive fans will buy anything. The fan also appeared to have drunk some of the urine, having described it as slightly sour.
What? Excuse me?
Appeared to have drunk some of the urine, having described it as slightly sour.
I'm just gonna go past that.
Okay. Sometimes if people can't get a hold of their personal items, they try to take the K-pop stars for themselves. The singer of Girls' Generation, Taeyoon, was performing at the Angel Price Music Festival when, out of nowhere, a man ran onto the stage and grabbed her. He took her by the arm and began nonchalantly dragging her off stage before security and fellow group members pulled her away and removed the stalker. What do you expect to happen? All right, come on. She's like, okay, sorry, bye. Despite being a traumatic event, the K-pop star decided not to press charges. She said that he was just a passionate fan, so she wanted him to be sent to ponder his wrongful actions. It's not just your average Joe who becomes a K-pop stan. Even government officials can catch the bug. After touring Kazakhstan, the group VIX arrived at the airport and were getting ready to leave when the bus took off and drove them to the first-class lounge. Oh. What the hell is this? The managers had already stopped off the bus, so the group members were not aware of what was going on. They were then escorted to the lounge by security and greeted by one young fan. As it turns out, the president of Kazakhstan kidnapped the group and forced them to do a private meet and greet with his daughter because she was a big fan. Which also could have just asked us. You could have just been like, hey, do you mind meeting my daughter?
Just ask.
Meet my daughter.
Yeah, that's a fun surprise. Thank you. The worst thing that could happen to any K-pop star is having their address leaked and spread through the stan forums. BTS member Jungkook has been suffering for years as stalkers regularly come to his home. Fans have left letters underneath his door and even sent him food. This led to him once going on a live stream to beg his fans to stop sending him food. No more! However, this is pretty tame compared to what other stalkers have done. Park Yoo-chun, or of JYJ, was mortified to learn that fans have figured out where he lived and installed hidden security cameras to watch his every move. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Crazy.
Hours of footage were posted to forums of him walking from his car to his residence. Even compared to all of these nightmare stories, singer Taekyeon might still have the worst fan interaction of all time. The female superfan discovered his address and sent him a letter professing her love.
Crazy first message, dude.
Not out of the blue. K-pop idols received
You're not wrong, but that's a crazy first
special.
message.
The person who sent it wrote the message out in their menstrual blood and sprinkled pubic hair throughout the page.
What?
Don't know if we can show the post, but those pictures are pretty.
What? Huh?
Not out of the blue. K-pop idols receive hundreds of love letters a day, but this one was special. The person who sent it wrote the message out in their menstrual blood and sprinkled pubic hair throughout the page. Don't know if we can show the post, but those pictures are pretty gnarly. Many fans of the star didn't believe that the letter was real, so the woman posted a picture of a bloody pad that she used as an inkwell to write the fucking letter.
That's a good one to end it on.
Yeah, we'll end it there. There's something about K-pop artists that sends people of all ages into an absolute frenzy. It's terrifying to see just how far an obsessive fan will go to be noticed by any idol that they adore. Becoming an idol can be incredibly lucrative and can come with a lot of life-changing opportunities, but it's hard to argue that it's worth the irreparable damage it can do to a person's mental state.
I don't think it's worth it.
For the love of God, just act like a normal person! Beyond the celebrity, they're just normal people who want to take a smoke break without the fear of a crazy fan is going to come yank their hair off or fucking try to throw acid in their face or steal them for themselves, right? Just enjoy the thing and move on.
Yep. Just enjoy it and don't do anything crazy. Okay, YouTube, until next time, be normal. Don't be parasocial to anyone. Okay, then. Bye-bye, YouTube. Until next time. Bye-bye. Wow. I did not expect the fucking hair and blood and drinking piss. I was expecting a lot of things. Not quite that. That was not really on my bingo card. Pun intended. Yeah. Be normal is... That is my one rule in life. CEOs is the next video. I do not like CEOs, but if I ever become one, boy, am I gonna love myself. I won't decline the ability to be a CEO if given the chance. I wouldn't, turn that opportunity down. I would be the worst CEO ever. I would be so money hungry. Oh. We are 2.5 hours in. How many videos do I have left? Let me just check. Because will I get to them all, or will I not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not getting through all of these tonight. My stomach is growling for a bagel. Oh, I want a bagel so bad. Cream cheese with barbecue sauce. Sounds so good right now. Stay focused. Stay focused, Mystic. We gotta talk about CEOs. Okay. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mystic, and welcome to Mystic Reacts. Today I'm watching another video by Papa Meats. CEOs are the worst. I would agree, but if in the future I become a CEO, I completely disagree with whatever statements I'm about to make. Yeah. I would be the most greedy, the most Mr. Krabs-esque CEO you can imagine. Are my captions on? Yes, they are.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Today, we're recording a video right after we did the last one. Last week, we posted a video about disgruntled employees, so much so that
I remember that.
CEOs.
I didn't react to it, but I remember that.
We're going to be talking about CEOs, baby.
Hell yeah.
Everyone can relate to working under a boss that he absolutely despises. In fact, some of the most cathartic online discussions revolve around making fun of CEOs like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg for practically everything they do because it's nice to punch up. For people that seamlessly have it all with God complexes and fundamentally change how we live, it's
maybe
nice
not the IQ and having it all, but
wrong? That's why I think sometimes people leave horribly nasty comments on my videos because they're like, fuck this fat ass and his millions of subscribers. I get it, dude.
Punch up, baby.
Punch gently.
Yeah, punch gently.
Just, give me a love tap. You don't have to curb stomp me, please. Don't make me bite the curb. It's hard not to get why people feel such a deep hatred, especially with the upper echelon of CEOs that go to crazy lengths to boost profits and add another zero to their net
and
worth.
become a trillionaire.
It's a giant pissing contest where it's how much do you need? How much do you actually need, Nick?
Trillions, zillions.
As long as the numbers are good
everything.
And the customers are happy, then everything else, including your health and happiness, comes second, baby. Sadly, this problem has grown even bigger in recent years, as it seems like
Hell
every day
yeah.
there are new headlines exposing a company for doing something nefarious. From AI CEOs ruining the PC market, and also, I don't know, like, basically saying that humanity sucks and that robots rule. It's fuck. I don't know. They want the end of the world for some reason.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right?
Two, I don't know, McDonald's CEOs attempting to seem relatable to the masses by trying to eat their own products.
Burger.
It's truly a marvel.
I love this product. That's a big bite.
The controversies are endless, my friends. Unsurprisingly,
I want a
most of the people
burger.
at the top are complete weirdos who had strange and narcissistic behaviors before they climbed the corporate ladder. And this kind of behavior actually helped them get to where they are today.
Yep.
But created many enemies along the way. So, let's go over some of the most heinous and bizarre things CEOs have ever done. It's gonna be a long video. How long is this video?
16.
We're looking at a 16-hour. This is a down the rabbit hole.
26
video. Yo,
minutes.
shout out the new down the rabbit hole video, dude. Nigel Cheese. Did you watch that one?
We watched a little bit, yeah.
It was fucking great.
He's a genius.
Nigel Cheese? Exactly. 1 + 1 = 1. I'm a proper English gentleman. Anything down the rabbit hole, dude.
Beans and toast, innit?
I eat it up. I love all of it. Shout out my boy down the rabbit, Frederick Nunson, the homie. I don't know. I wish he was my homie. Hit me up, Fred. To boost morale, some CEOs will take their entire staff on a company retreat and get them out of the office, like Valve. They take them like, I think they take those motherfuckers to Hawaii every year. Expenses paid. I heard Valve though, I heard they treat their employees right. Is that true?
They have a very loose structure of like hierarchy. Basically, you
What
can
does
join
that
Valve and
mean?
they're like, you can do whatever you want, and they leave you alone. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna work on this project. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm gonna go work on this one.
Is that why nothing ever gets done?
Yeah. Their mentality is like they want their workers to be excited on the things they're working for. So it's like if a big project comes up, like Dota 2, everybody loves working on Dota 2 because it makes them a shitload of money. And then like when CS:GO came out, they started switching to CS:GO, but nobody wants to work on like TF2 anymore. I think there's one person working on it.
What about Half-Life? I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. Basically, what we're saying is Gabe Newell is a good CEO.
That's what people say.
That's what people say.
That's what people say. I mean,
How often do you think they have him at gunpoint? You better say that. You better say him good. That's what I do, my guys. I have a 3D printer.
Valve is Steam, right?
I go to all my
Or Steam is Valve.
Good boss right now. While these retreats, it might seem like a nice gesture, one week-long retreat turned into a week of pure hell. In 2017, the CEO of Plex, Keith Valerie, decided to treat 120 of his employees to a Survivor-style vacation in Honduras, labeled as a team bonding experience. What?
Bonding over Survivor?
Fight. The $500,000 trip was already off to a bad start before a single person boarded their fucking flight. 3 weeks before the retreat was set to start, the resort they were staying at had both its general manager and head chef resign. After getting off the plane in Honduras, the crew was crammed into buses and was shipped out over dirt roads. And when they arrived at their destination, most of the staff felt uneasy because the property was guarded by numerous guard towers equipped with machine guns.
Why?
Can you just upload? It's just Pirate Bay for movies, right?
Well, now they're trying to be a legit service, so they have like free movies and stuff. And you pay for services.
I've never heard of them.
No.
Ever.
Anime, right?
Yeah.
Their anime selection is haunting. This video.
Hey now. Let's 100 girlfriends who really love you it's a cute anime. It's a cute anime. I saw the first season and I watched. I think I read a volume or two. It's a good anime. It's a good manga. There's a few weird things, but it's cute. It's cute. Okay. I like that anime.
Going on with huge savings on all
I like
PCs.
that one.
And if you are in the market for a new PC, they have collaboration keyboards and other gaming accessories for sale. So
Hell
go check them
yeah.
out. The link will be in the description. Thank you to Stars Forge PCs for sponsoring this video. Seriously, if you guys are looking for a PC, this company's pretty sick. I appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah.
Bye-bye. The CEO had flown down a few days earlier to help set things up. However, as soon as he arrived, he noticed all the food was deep fried, and the staff warned him not to eat any vegetables. That's a good sign.
Why?
Oh, can I have this tomato?
No.
I would not do that.
Poison.
He disregarded their warnings, claiming he just had to have one small salad. God, what a CEO thing. I have to have my salad.
Yeah.
I have to. I just one. This led to him contracting a severe case of E. coli and becoming bedridden before his company even arrived to the company
Why did
retreat.
they
He claimed
keep
that
it
while in the hospital, he
around?
lost up to 8 to 10 pounds in just a few days, and that the staff would nail his IV bag to the bedpost every time he was swapped. Like fucking Martin Luther. Go with God. With Keith unable to direct the Survivor challenges, other executives had to step in and divide the contestants into teams so the games could begin. The first challenge
they gonna be
that staff
naked
were
like
tasked with
Survivor?
was eating tarantulas as well as assortment of other disgusting foods. What kind of company retreat is this?
Survivor.
Is that?
I would
thought
hate
Survivor,
that.
I thought that's like a fear factor.
That is
thing.
more of a fear factor.
I thought Survivor's just being like, I don't know, like float in the ocean and hold your breath. Or what, I thought it was that. Next, Keith hired a former Navy SEAL to simulate beach drills, which included pushing employees to army crawl in 100-degree heat while being screamed at. Nobody in the company was particularly fit. Yeah, come on, the people at Plex, come on now. So people began to overheat and crawl on their hands and knees into the ocean to cool off. That's what I do. I'd look like a fucking sea turtle. I'd crawl off. I'd be on the beach. I'd be like 70 eggs under me. Eventually, people began passing out, and the Navy SEAL agreed to tone down the intensity. All right, fine. I'll tone it down a bit. Things would only get worse as the games continued. Many employees suffered fire ant bites, including one person who had to get an emergency injection in their butt after sitting on an anthill.
Well, that's his fault.
But come on now, that ain't the CEO's fault. I will say though, sitting on that's a dastardly surprise. You don't expect that. Those motherfuckers will crawl anywhere too. You gotta watch out.
Have you ever got bitten on the scrotum?
Well, I've had a leech on my balls before. I've had sea ticks in my
In?
Well, sea tick they bury in it.
It's
true. It was on that.
In your balls, you got ticks. I can barely handle like a tick on my arm. What the fuck do you mean you got ticks in your balls? Yeah, that's a new nightmare. Holy shit. I'm always afraid of like snakes or not really snakes, but I'm afraid that a spider is gonna be like underneath the toilet seat, and when I sit down, it's gonna go on me. I'm terrified of that. But ticks on your balls? I never even considered that. What the fuck? Holy. I don't want to think about that ever again.
Out of my stomach. I have one of those gross fat stomach. Oh god, dude. I wish I had like a robust tummy, you know, like a round one. I had my fucking stomach. It's disgusting. It's one of those stomachs that looks like a peanut shell. Others were still recovering from severe heat exhaustion and dehydration from the days prior. The resort they were staying at was also dealing with a sand flea infestation, so every room had to be fumigated each morning. Every morning, a fumigation. Which also, I'm like, there's no way that it's not stopped lingering. So you're going to bed and you're just breathing in those chemicals. In addition to the insects, one of the senior engineers was sleeping and heard a loud crash in their bathroom. When he went to investigate, he found that a porcupine had fallen through the ceiling of his shower and was trapped behind the glass.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He's like, let me out. Through their stay, the facility experienced frequent power and water outages due to brutal heat wave. And one of the employees was running back and forth between his co-workers' rooms, delivering water bottles to keep them cool. While doing this,
why would they
drink water
ever
himself
agree
and
to
began
this?
experience severe heat palpitations due to heat exhaustion. And after nearly collapsing, he was taken to the hospital and put on an ECG machine. They also hammered a IV bag. What are you doing here? Not going well, sir. A positive of the trip was that they had unlimited access to golf carts, so
I
they could
love
drive
those
anywhere they wanted.
go-karts.
The downside was that the trees blocked the solar panels powering the road lights, so they would shut off after about 30 minutes. As a result, some employees ended up driving in the dark and crashing into things. Near the end of the trip, the entire company boarded small planes to an island called Utila to attend the opening of a new baseball field that Plex helped fund after the original was destroyed in a hurricane. The day went on without any issues. They swam in clear waters and played basketball. But this brief respite was all they had before problems started to arise once more. It came time to head back to the mainland. Utila's airport was very basic and lacked runway lights, meaning no planes could land on the island after the sun went down. Because of this, the pilots were tasked with getting the 100-person crew back to the main island before sundown, using an 8-person propeller plane. One by one, the plane took off and returned, taking small batches of people. However, they didn't make it back in time, and some employees were forced to spend the night on the island. Many of them were using antihistamines to treat the insect bites and were left for hours with insatiable itching. And thankfully, those left behind were able to find a doctor on the island and get the medicine they needed. For the rest of the night, the remaining employees stayed at a hotel, drank beer, and listened to reggae. That sounds pretty good.
Hell yeah.
When the morning came, the pilots picked them up, and the rest of the company drove to the airport to head back to the U.S. Though it was a retreat from hell, many employees say they enjoyed their time.
What? How would you enjoy your time? I hope they had the option to at least say no before all this. I hope it wasn't like, oh, this is a vacation thing, but you gotta come. I hope people had the chance to say no to this.
Grew closer to their coworkers. At the end of the day, people did get closer together, but it seems like it's through trauma.
Yeah, trauma bonding.
Trauma, right? Was that a big brain move from the CEO? I don't know. And this could all be chalked up to a horribly planned event with good intentions. Many CEOs, however, are far more sinister in pursuit of profits and stuff. I mean, to me, this does not seem like this is not a bad CEO. I mean, we're dipping our toes a little bit of.
I mean, maybe a little dumb.
Right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like anybody really had any resentment towards the CEO.
It's more.
I would have.
To be fair, he was trying to do something fun, and it was just horribly planned. There's way worse CEOs.
Yes. Nearly everyone in the U.S. was affected in some sort of way by the RAM shortages created by all the AI CEOs. And since 2025, AI has seen massive growth, and its overall integration into everything has accelerated at a terrifying pace. Because of this, many AI CEOs are ordering their companies to lower or halt consumer-grade RAM production and focus solely on AI memory for the massive data centers popping up everywhere. I fucking hate them. They're everywhere. It's fucking disgusting.
I think we're getting 2 or 3.
Well, they're by us, yeah. It's fucking stupid. The price of a stick of RAM has risen nearly 120% to 300%, depending on the brand. Many Mistic that cost
crazy.
usually $300 in 2024 is now upwards
I
of
wish I
$1,000
got
in some
more
cases.
storage
This has not
than
only
I
raised the
got.
prices of pre-built PCs and making it harder for an average consumer to get one, but also prices of consoles. It led to systems like Steam Machine being delayed as well. Shoe company Allbirds decided to rebrand as New Bird AI and sell off its shoe brand to begin buying GPUs and building AI data centers, which has sent its stock soaring. Fuck off. This decision comes after the company saw a steady decline in sales since its founding. And the worst part is, the CEO sent out a company-wide email informing everyone that they had been let go and that all of their retail stores would be shutting down without prior notice. What a fucking nice guy. And this will likely start a trend of other companies abandoning the customer market and investing fully into AI, getting out of like actually having to like rent out store spaces or do whatever and just fully integrate with this like get rich quick scheme that people are having with AI data centers. People are tired of AI being pushed down their throats and CEOs know it, yet they still force us to use it. The CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, published a blog post at the end of 2025 urging people to stop calling everything related to AI slop. How about you go fuck yourself, idiot?
Yeah.
We need to get beyond the arguments of slop
Sit on this and
sophistication.
spin.
Humanity needs to learn to accept AI as the new equilibrium. It's the way that CEOs talk about AI. It just shows how little they accept life. It's like it shows what disdain they have for actual humanity. It's not surprising, but it's so eye-opening. This spurred a wave of people calling out the CEO and referring to anything the company did as microslop, which beautiful. Microsoft hated the word so much that they even banned it on their Discord and restricted people who used it. What a fucking pussy, dude.
Microslop.
Yourself. CEOs will gladly screw over consumers, but what about their employees? In 2023, Clearlink CEO James Clark announced that the company would require people to return to the office. This was after promising lots of newly hired employees that this would not be a possibility. When the company responded negatively, he held a meeting with all the employees and went on a rant about how he was sacrificing his time in the office while, in his words, 30 employees were quiet quitting because they hadn't opened their laptops for a month. He then praised the people who made insane sacrifices to return to the office, such as one woman who had to sell her family's dog to get back to the office.
Why?
He said that it broke his heart and that she had to do it, but praised her for complying with the new company's standards.
Why would you not
couldn't
just
take
give her
care of the
money?
puppy and you had to get rid of it. You probably really like that guy, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Next,
You're
some of the
fired.
employees complained that they couldn't go into the office because they were stay-at-home mothers. James' response to this was that it shouldn't be an issue because real mothers would be able to balance working in the office and childcare.
Whoa, this guy.
I didn't say it. All right, I just want to say that base take is not from me. All right. Once again, though, it just shows well, robots don't require a robot mom could do it.
Well, my nannies take care of my kids.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just get a nanny then. I don't understand. It's like, well, I'm not rich like you.
Yeah.
You get your housekeeper then to do it. What?
You get your mother, okay?
Yeah, get your mom. After
Get
hearing
your
this
grandma.
heartless, disconnected speech, many employees resigned, and the company received significant backlash, as if they give a fuck. James tried to save face by saying his words were taken out of context, but aside from his company being review bombed, he never faced any repercussions. Exactly. They don't give a fuck.
As long as they're making money, they don't give a shit.
Also, they just know that, like, oh, there's going to be another thing in the news. Who cares?
And they're going to replace us with AI.
We will be computers. We will have to. After a while, they're like, I don't even know why people are rejecting the cyborg treatment.
Elon Musk would say that little brain chip inside you.
I think it's because they're all just afraid to die. I mean, who isn't afraid to die? But I think CEOs have a hard time grasping that they're like, what do you mean I won't have?
I'm gonna be preserved in a
there would be no
freezer.
There would be no point to life itself. Some employers actually value the work that their employees do, but far too many believe that their employees are lucky to have a job in the first place.
Me?
Nick.
Yeah, I am lucky.
Yeah, you are. You all should know that. It's like there's like a bunch of people. Me? During the 2023 Australian Financial Review Property Summit, my God, pick a better fucking name. Property developer and CEO Tim Gurner stated that he believes we should see pain in the economy. By this, he means that employment rates should rise up to 40% to 50%. His reason behind this? Well, Tim believes that after COVID,
What is it at now? So I know it's pretty high now, right? But like 50%? No. No. How would that even fucking work? What do you mean? Who's gonna buy your shit?
rise up to 40% to 50%. His reason behind this? Well, Tim believes that after COVID, the average worker got lazy. So the employer quotes,
"Need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around."
You see, in Tim's eyes, layoffs are not a sign of a failing company, but actually a tool employers can use to threaten employees into working more and being grateful to even have a job. Once again, it can't be said enough, go fuck yourself. I think that they think this is like normal. Well, everybody thinks this way because all they do is talk to other CEOs. So when they actually say these thoughts out loud, you're like, what? This is not the first insane thing Tim has said. In 2017, he faced significant backlash for saying that millennials couldn't buy homes because they were buying too much coffee and avocado toast. Remember that guy? This is
he said that?
Angry millennials ranting about how they greatly simplify why people in their generation were struggling financially. Tim publicly apologized and he probably threw up. He's probably sitting there and he was doing this under the podium. He's doing this behind his back.
Oh, yeah.
Tim publicly apologized, claiming he felt deep regret for his statement, but it appears that old habits really never change. Tim, if you're out there, I hope you get in a wreck. That's horrible to say, even to a CEO. Do we even care? Do I give a fuck? You know what's fucked up is that Stevie Ray Vaughan dies in a helicopter crash, but Tim Gurner probably flies a helicopter all the goddamn time. Most of the time, CEOs can be mentally draining, but for one employer, their boss nearly killed them during a meeting. After getting hired by a small startup, one man was under constant psychological harassment for 7 months straight by the CEO. From the moment he got hired, his boss was constantly yelling at him and demanding he explains what he was doing at literally every moment of the day. And on top of the overbearing boss, the man was required to work 12 to 14 hours a day, including weekends. And after months of being belittled, everything came to a head when the CEO began screaming at the man at the top of his lungs during a video conference. I mean, it's just all public humiliation shit, power tripping humiliation shit. Which also, even if you're upset with an employee, it's just that level of delusion where it's just like, well, this is probably inappropriate to do in a video conference, right? With all these people here. But I feel like you're just making a statement and it's just power tripping, right?
I honestly think some CEOs do it on purpose, where it's just like, I'm gonna pick the weakest out of the pack and like make an example of them. It's just like alpha brain bullshit.
But that's just power tripping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that an idea to where it's like, hey, everyone who's in here, don't let this be you?
It's a warning thing of
Probably.
just like, if you have like a scapegoat and someone
disagree with me.
Like, you could pick out to be the example, it's very easy of just like, I'm gonna pick on this guy to show everybody else not to fuck up.
After several minutes of being yelled at, the employee began struggling to breathe as his chest began to tighten. He eventually collapsed, alerted his mother, and was taken to the hospital. While there, the doctors told him he suffered from a panic attack caused by his boss's endless screaming, which if anyone's ever had an actual panic attack, it feels like you're having a heart attack. I mean, you feel like you're dying. I used to get really bad. Remember, like, I feel like 2 or 3 years ago, I got them really bad.
I had really bad anxiety in high school. So I remember I was like one of the up and running people to be in a play. It was me and this other guy. And I've never been in like a big play before. I had a huge anxiety the other day. And I was kind of hoping I didn't get it because it's like...
Just the pressure.
Just the pressure.
Yeah.
And, you know, surprise, I didn't get it, so...
Yeah. Thank God. I mean, I've never had a heart attack yet. The very first time I had like a bad one, I drove to the hospital because I thought I was having a heart attack. It's just like tightness, breath, your chest, like your heartbeat races, and you're like, you kind of have like a fight or flight response. You're just kind of like, it's very overwhelming. It's very odd.
They have beta blockers for that.
There you go. When he recovered, he immediately resigned. According to the HR department, however, his medical emergency was actually an act of charity by the company since they were paying him for his time off. An HR department said that. Which also, I've had a boss before, man, that's like, did shit like that. I won't say the company or whatever, but it was like a place that had like comic books and we've been there. But he was just like a guy that would like, he would bully you until you quit, basically. And he was like a guy that was like new and he was like trying to prove himself. He would like bully you until people quit, and then he'd bring in other guys and he would basically like, he would like joke about you in front of you to them, and then like try to get the other new employees that he hired to like resent you. And he just, that was his way of like thinning out the herd.
My boss had a similar thing where she wasn't that mean, but she would purposely like cut people's hours because she's like, if I don't like them, I'm just giving them.
Oh, 100%.
Because she's like, I'm not gonna fire them so they could just get on unemployment.
Yeah, that he did that too. And then it was like a weird thing too, where it was very odd.
Yeah, I thankfully I've only had one actual boss. Otherwise, I've been self-employed or like working my own gig stuff. But my boss was my manager, however, very cool dude. Had a Overwatch tattoo. Very cool dude. But I don't think I had HR. I talked to my boss about a injury I had, and such a pain to deal with that shit. Well, it was a cool character. I don't want to say the character because there's a certain association with that character, but it's he like a whole thing. But he was a manager. He was cool. I liked him. He was a chill dude. For like the month I worked for him. No. It was a tattoo of a female, typically gooner character. But he was a cool dude. If the other employees were as cool as him, I probably wouldn't have quit as soon. But my coworkers, man, they pissed me off. Because even though they were on the same level as me, even though I had an injury that said don't do X, Y, and Z, when my manager showed up like an hour or two after me to start shift, so those 2 hours, my coworkers would bitch to me like, "Oh, you need to do this, work harder, do this." I'm like, I have a fucking injured leg and a note saying don't bend over, and they want me to get on the floor and fix these things. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So I enjoy that job until I hated it.
He was just such a fucking creep. He also hired like a bunch of like 15-year-old girls.
Oh.
He was like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
He hired like all my buddies from like my Toys R Us day, whatever. And then he'd hire like a bunch of young. He's just a fucking creep. That kind of shit. It's no surprise that many CEOs have insane egos, with some believing that they inherited their position from God himself. After being appointed CEO,
insane
a man invited his entire
mindset.
company of over 200 people to a Zoom meeting, labeling it an announcement of an upcoming project. However, instead of discussing anything work-related, he opened the meeting by stating that he believed he had been directly appointed to the CEO position by God. Apparently, Christ had brought him to this position like it was his divine purpose in life. Realizing how insane the situation was, many workers resigned shortly after the meeting ended, and morale plummeted for those who stayed. Which also, what was the company?
I want to know.
Why would you ever stay?
It's like, God wanted me to be here. It's like, Greg, we sell tires. It's clear that if you want to be a top-level executive, you need to be a little crazy. And in fact, many CEOs go public about their strange habits and reveal themselves to be very bizarre characters. The co-founder of Boost Mobile, Craig Morgan, is the 4th largest mobile carrier in the U.S. The man had several rituals, such as going to bed early, exactly at 10:04 p.m. every day. Which already, I'd be like, how do you control that? 10:03 and yeah, injects himself. Not only that, but every single day he eats 5 cans of cold sardines and encourages others to do the same. A self-described sardine evangelist. Craig attributes his health to his sardine consumption and believes that's why his business continues to grow.
No,
because
it's
of
not.
Sardines. At the same time,
I can tell you it's
I mean,
not.
sardines. We have to imagine that every CEO is just a psychopath, right? Yoshiro Nakamatsu, also known as Dr. Nakamatsu, is known for holding over 3,000 patents. These inventions would include the toilet seat lifter, a throwable self-defense wig, and the Cerebrix chair, which is a recliner that blasts electronic pulses into your brain to supposedly boost brain power. The goddamn Jimmy Neutron chair. To come up with all these crazy inventions, the man needed a room where he could relax and think. That's why, naturally, he built a bathroom in his home covered head to toe in 24-karat gold.
Hell yeah.
Yoshiro believed that doing this blocked harmful radio and TV waves that would affect his thinking.
That's like getting a creative world in Minecraft and just building you a diamond house. That's the equivalent. Just a bathroom full of gold. Okay, man. Okay.
It also partially soundproofed the room, allowing it to be silent most of the day so he could scream and shit all day long. But inside the room, he would sit on or near the toilet and think about new inventions for hours.
Yes.
Hours. One of the only rules in the room was that no nails were allowed inside because he believed it disturbed his thinking. To ensure this could never happen, he also had the room built with no nails. Which also, I was going to say, at what point do you also say this motherfucker has something going on? 3,000 patents? I mean, how many people have a solid gold room?
Off the top of my head, only one.
I mean, I was gonna say, like, there might be something to them. Also, I wonder why the nail. Why no nails?
Yeah, I know.
That's just what is that? That's like an OCD thing, right? CEOs will calmly let hordes of people go from their job without a second thought. But the worst of the worst CEOs will cause them to lose their lives. The Deepwater Horizon disaster is one of the deadliest industrial disasters ever. 11 people were killed on an oil rig explosion, and over 200 million gallons of oil dumped into the ocean as a result. I feel like a lot of people know about this. Part of the reason the oil rig exploded was the CEO cut overall operating costs by rushing safety inspections and standard work protocols to save time and make more money. You know. Good stuff. Following the explosion, Tony Howard would go on and say the string of disgusting things about the explosion in the media. When questioned by the environmentalists worried about the scale of the oil leak and the cost of cleaning it, Tony dismissed their concerns, calling the spill, quote, relatively tiny compared to the whole ocean. That's when you need to throw him in and be like, drown.
Yeah, exactly. Throw him into the oil
and light it.
Take him
Later
to the
on, after
spill.
months and months of being interviewed, he finally broke down and said, there's no one who wants this thing over more than I do. I'd like my life back. Live on TV. What a fucking douchebag. Once again,
any oil
company
company is so
this sent
evil.
people over the edge as Tony was clearly only focused on himself rather than the 11 men who died and the entire ecosystem affected by the spill and his shortcomings. And shortly after the statement, BP would face huge cleanup fines and Tony would be fired. He still ran and made it off like a bandit.
Probably still a millionaire.
Yeah. Just like, I and I don't have to do anything anymore? Perfect.
He probably got some huge
He got a
exit
huge
bonus.
payout. He got a huge payout, yeah.
That's the fucked up thing with CEOs, that they go in, they gut these companies, they ruin them,
They get a
huge
package to go.
bonus, and then just leave and have a new CEO come in.
Yeah, it feels like a big thing is that with a lot of these CEOs, it's like, it's just a pissing contest between other CEOs. And I feel like the only reason they even stay and keep the job with these bonuses is just to keep up that kind of like social relationship they have with other CEOs. I hope they all die. I legitimately hope they all die. It's fascinating to see what happens to those who not only become successful, but reach the absolute peak of the business world. People become so detached from the common man when they reach a certain point, and it can cause them to do some pretty crazy things. The power tripping done by these people has gotten so completely out of control to the point where stories like this are becoming everyday occurrences, and no one seems to mind. It's just a thing now where they're just like, oh, well, what do you expect? For centuries, workers have struggled against their employees, and despite laws and revolts, that conflict still shows no sign of ending anytime soon. You know, we're relying on these companies for jobs and these things, but it's just at a certain point, I'm almost wondering if CEO should also be, it's like a presidential terms. 4 years and you're out and you circulate. That way you don't have any guy who's over hoarding over anything, you know, because that's the biggest thing, is it's king mentality between all of it.
Except for Steam.
AI should replace CEOs.
He can stay a few
But then,
extra
yeah,
years.
There's no hope for anything.
That's more dangerous because
Of course, it's more fucking dangerous, dude. What? Yeah, no shit. It's a soulless computer. They're already a soulless person, but the thing is, like, behind every CEO's lifeless eyes, there's like has to be a tiny spark of humanity somewhere. Even if they are a nepo baby, whatever. There's
nothing
that
the fires
evolutionary
out.
Code.
And they're flesh bags, so they decay, whereas a computer will never die.
Whatever. God, what a depressing fucking video. I don't know, dude. Go up to your boss today and say fuck you. Or
Who's my boss? Fuck you. Yeah. Okay, YouTube, until next time, say fuck you to your local boss, CEO. Yeah. Bye-bye, until next time, bye-bye. Okay, let me see what the next one is, and whether or not I'll go to it. Because we are on video number 5. Well, it will be video number 6, but let me see what it is, and if I want to wait till another day. Slot machines. Yeah, I'll wait. I so badly want a bagel with cream cheese and barbecue sauce. Is that a weird combination? It tastes so good. Like the sweet and the sour. So good. If you never tried it, try a bagel with cream cheese and barbecue sauce. So good. So good. Huh? But, yeah. I think I will end it there for today. Some things I want to do this week is I've got a Minecraft sponsorship for an hour I'll do at some point. I want to do a drawing stream for getting ready for our fight. Finish some more reaction videos. And I need to play some horror games. Yeah. That is the plan for this week. Or like this coming week, starting tomorrow. I'll probably do an art stream tomorrow. Probably. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. I might change it. Yeah. I want to play some more horror games. Hell yeah. I've got so many games on my list. So, yeah. But I'll probably draw tomorrow. No. I avoid puzzle games. Like I avoid women. I am not good with puzzle games, and I'm not good with women. So, yeah, I'm not playing any puzzle games anytime soon. The only way that's happening is if the game forgets to mention puzzle in the tags. No. I would quit that game. I would quit it. I would quit the game immediately. I am not smart enough or have enough patience for puzzle games. Any game that randomly is a puzzle game takes me so long. So long. It's crazy. I hate it. But yeah, until next time, which hopefully, I hope next time will be tomorrow. Sorry about the almost week long break. Hopefully that won't happen for at least another week. Hopefully you get at least a week on, a week off. No promises though. Yeah, see you in 20 years. When I turn 40, I'll come back around. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. And oh, I forget if I mentioned this, but I have my Tangia overlay now, so so if someone jump scares me with it, I actually see it pop up on my screen instead of like looking at my OBS thing to see it. So if I'm just playing Minecraft and someone jump scares me, I'll see it. Yeah. So please do not jump scare me. Wink wink. But yeah. I don't know if there's anything else for me to mention. Oh, I have a clip channel. It hit 120 subs recently. So if you don't subscribe to that one, you're missing out on some good Mistic clips. So check that one out. I edited some highlights from my Fears to Fathom game, and that one, I really like that video. It's like 11 minutes of just dicking around at the end of the stream. Hello. So hopefully that one does well. I really liked it. But I have a clips channel. I am slightly, very slightly. Don't quote me on this. Don't wait for it. But I am slightly considering ASMR stuff. Slightly. Damn, real. Well, how do you doom scroll if no clips? You gotta have one or two good clips in there. Hopefully my clips make the doom scrolling better. But I am slightly looking into like ASMR stuff or like script reading, whatever the thing. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I probably won't take it too seriously, but I think it'd be fun. I like doing voices and stuff, so maybe, you know, yeah. It's been on my mind for a second, so maybe I'll make my 7th channel. I've got too many. But yeah. I don't know if y'all would care to hear that or not. But it's been on my mind for a minute, so maybe I'll do that. No. If I can't stand something, I'm not gonna subject to y'all. Because I really, some parts of it, I like the soft whispering stuff, but I hate the like tapping or the super quiet stuff. I was not expecting this reaction. Okay, good to know, good to know. But yeah. I don't like these super like I okay. Good to know. I'll need to field research my stuff. But I don't like the mouth noises ones. Like, I'm not super into ASMR right now, but I like the quiet stuff, just not weird noise stuff. So I'm not gonna moan in your ears. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. If any progress on that front happens, I'll let y'all know. Rebranding. I've been a lewd tuber since like day one. I would be more. It would be more shocking for me to be say so. For me to not be lewd would be more surprising. My one and only like safe for work stream is probably my sponsored Minecraft video, and I still did a joke or two in that. Yeah. I wonder when. I wonder when. I wonder when I've been lewd. I wonder when. But it has been 3 hours and almost 10 minutes, so I probably should get to eating my bagel. Probably. Look, if y'all have never tried it, try a bagel, cream cheese, barbecue sauce. Life changing. Life changing. Okay? But, yeah. I guess I will start looking into ASMR stuff. I forget the brand of what I have. I think it's like Bullseye or something. Like rib stuff. I think the brand's like Bullseye or something. It's so good. But you gotta experiment with the barbecue sauce. It can't be too barbecuey. Like, oh, a good one I like with it is McDonald's tangy barbecue sauce on it. Super good. But yeah. Maybe one day I'll just make a video of my weird combinations. Because also garlic bread and barbecue sauce, so good. Anything else? I don't think so. So I think I will actually call it here this time. So hopefully I see y'all all tomorrow to watch me attempt to maybe draw my VTuber. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let me find my music and then we will bye. No horse. No horse. Well, maybe. There's still a few days left in the month to do the challenge. Bye. We got a lot of followers this stream. Thank you. Bum.